So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money nice than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for two
But like, I
billion
know it's in season now, so like, no, I know it goes to the schedule that's planned. That's not, we don't even get to choose. Like, it was planned for us because there's 5 sports all in the school trying to like figure out what to do indoors. I go, we have it, and he's like, no, and I'm like, I mean, we do. And like, I'm like, here's the schedule. I'm showing him. He's like, I didn't get that. I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is from the AD. Here's the schedule, and he goes, tough. And I looked at him, and that's when I was doing really good too. I was doing really, really good, and that's when I went, actually, you're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna open the cage and just remove you. Like, I'm done. Like. So I called the AD, and I'm like, so I messed up. I got a little grumpy. And he just goes, of course you did. So he calls the head coach calls her grandpa then finally gets the team out of there. Well, evidently while I was calling the AD, the players on his team, half of them started making comments like, oh, it's because we don't have dicks, right? And the other half's telling them to shut up. Oh, it ended up like I had like half a softball team apologizing to me, another half pissed. It was the weirdest thing today.
Great first
day of practice
of the season.
Yeah. Welcome to the Two Bearded Guys. I got here late, so I was catching up the drama.
He's
a little
abrasive.
bit. I was doing really
Confirmed?
good. I was doing really good for a minute.
The school knows now.
It's just
Hey,
what
I
happens.
ratted myself out to the AD.
You
Told
did.
him I screwed
You
up.
You know, Midwestern
Like,
baseball season. It's snow day, so
Straight
what you
up
gotta
called
do?
him and went, I may or may not have handled something incorrectly. Like,
Did you make sure to let him know that's one of many phone calls you're going to make?
yeah. I think he figured it out because he just laughed. Like, of course you did.
This is the first, but it probably won't be the last.
Well, in all fairness, my very first ever workout for this school, I got in a fight with the basketball coach because he yelled at my players for no reason. So
you fought with 2 other team coaches.
yeah.
Making good friends, huh?
But the football team and track team love me.
Please
So
tell me
does
you're wearing the
golf.
good friends hat when you make these friends.
No. Can't wear that to school.
What, the good friends club? Why you making
Somebody
good friends?
might notice it from TikTok. All right.
That's why you just played dumb. Like, LOL, I thought I meant lots of love.
I'm excited, guys. We got Ugly Pete back on the show. It has been too long. It's funny, it was on like every week. It felt like there for a minute, and all of a sudden it was like
kind of slipping in your
Then
status.
I stopped booking things, and then Tyler got really good at booking.
Yeah, I gotta get back
There
on
we
that
are.
again. Yeah. So Pete's back. We're excited. This is gonna be fantastic. We have 8 beers. There's only 7 on there. I will let people choose it as they're anticipated if they want, but you're gonna have to wait till it gets here to see what it is. Yeah. So they can tell you, but you're not gonna see the bottle. You know.
Is it like a stork in the mail or something? Or
No,
what?
John just wanted to be sneaky today. It's fine.
All right.
That's more or less what it is. I wasn't here. John picked beers.
And he's like, choose a double barrel. And I'm like, there's a bunch. I don't know which ones we've had.
There was literally 2 double barrels.
Too much
I'll
pressure.
let him try it.
Yeah, if you
I'll let
pick the
him grab
wrong
it.
one, you know he's gonna be pissed. He already got in one fight
No,
today.
hey,
know.
there's 2 double barrels. He literally couldn't have got it wrong.
There you go.
I bet he would have though.
Something tells me I
He'd
would.
have picked the one that has a similar label but isn't the double
I
barrel.
really thought about the one we had that.
Quandary XO?
Yeah.
I knew that was the one you were going to think
I
of.
really thought about it, even though I knew it wasn't double.
I mean, we could switch to it if you want to.
No,
Right. Hi, Sweet Pea. So, it is time. Anticipated beer. Matt, go ahead.
I'm going with the Sun Killer. I saw it as aged for 10 months in Blanton's barrels. It's a Russian Imperial, and that's everything I needed to know about tonight.
Johnny boy.
You know, oh god, this is tough. There's some good stuff. I think I'm gonna be basic though and go with the Bourbon County Coffee Stout.
Well, it can't be any worse than the Bourbon County Coffee Stout that Pete brought us that one time.
I don't know what you're talking about. It only had mold on the cap. It was very...
I didn't even think about that. That's really good.
Yeah.
Good job, me.
Yeah. Well, it is like 8 years newer than that
It is. And it
when I
is.
brought it in.
Yeah, they're supposed to be aged 5. He brought it at like age 7. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And it had been hot, cold. And it was that
Infected from the
one was
get-go.
known was from
Anyway.
infected
Yeah,
on the
that was
internet.
literally from the infected batch too.
Yes.
Yeah, we had no chance.
It was all bad.
Pete, what about you?
So I am going to pick the Listerman just because the last couple times I've been on, they've been a letdown. So I'm hoping that they're going to make me happy tonight.
A basic, simple style. There's no adjuncts.
Appreciate your enthusiasm and optimism.
Hey, you can only get kicked in the balls so many times before you're like, hey, I look forward to it.
I don't know.
It
does
does.
make sense.
It does. For me, it's the Russian River Porter. There is a barley wine that I'm excited about, but I pick them every time. So
Yeah, those are easy ones to pick.
yeah, so I don't get Russian River. All we've had by them so far on the show is IPAs and one other multi.
It
Was it was a pale ale, wasn't it?
pale ale.
Yeah. I haven't had any dark beers from them yet, so
I think this is the last of our Russian River, so.
no. I'm gonna have to call my buddy who lives in Cali, see if I can get some beer from him.
Refresh me, Russian River. We had a tequila before the show.
Not that much.
I know, but apparently it was enough. I had some Advil too. I had headache. Maybe it's a.
Russian River's the one that does Pliny.
Thank you. I was
And
thinking
the
that.
pig.
Was Blind Pig?
Blind Pig, yep.
Whistle pig.
I was gonna say Whistle Pig.
When they do that, they are really diversifying.
So we have 8 beers. You know who we are. You've seen the 4 of us 1,000 times. You've heard Matt. You haven't seen him, I guess.
So you've seen the
heard
3
Matt.
of you.
But thank you to Turf's Up Radio, your industry station, for helping us with our drunken movie reviews. We have Ugly Pete literally on the show, who without him we wouldn't have the mic, camera, little button monkey stuff over there. Thank you, Pete.
Just little things.
He's
an
actually
ugly
on-
Son of a bitch,
Yeah.
I am ugly.
And he's on the side twice. We got Water Performance Technology and Ugly Pete's BBQ.
I did.
Did you put it on twice today?
Oh, nice.
I love it. Well, I mean,
Okay.
it's one of the things I was excited to talk to him about, so I'm glad you did that. Indiana on Tap, ton of events coming up. They just had Newcastle. We were not at that one, but there's a ton of events that we'll be a part of this year.
We got the email Hops and Coaster Drop tickets are going to be dropping this week.
Yes, they are. I saw that. I just didn't care.
Well, I mean, people are watching. They
No,
might.
I need less people to be there so my lines are shorter. I get tired of cutting long lines. I only want to cut short lines. That was the most privileged thing I could ever say.
I thought I was going to be the biggest douche tonight, but Tyler already won.
That just made my day. Like I said.
Softball
it.
grandpa got him riled up.
Thank goodness it wasn't softball grandma. He wouldn't be here. His hair would be all messed up.
He might not have won that one.
Oh shit. Anyway, that is one of the best events of the year. It is so unbelievably fun. Check it out. And the tickets will go fast. They went fast last year, and it just keeps getting bigger. And I think they're expecting to sell out in just a couple weeks this time. So
Yeah, and that means 7,000.
yeah. That's a shit ton of people.
Is there more park to open this year, or was last year the whole thing?
I think it'll be the same size as last year.
Okay.
I'm scared to death of this chair. It just got loose again. Anyway, so it is time. Matt, give us what you have over there.
I was going to say, speaking of, Kerry Davis is on. He did call, I think last show after Beer 5 that chair is supposed to tap out. So, sorry you did not win the free prize of a back rub from Tyler. Sorry, Kerry. Russell's also
Very full
on.
can.
Says, hey, guys.
What's up, buddy?
Russell!
Kerry says good morning, so I don't know if he's around the world or if he just slept in.
He does travel a lot. I almost wanted to.
Kerry
do
gets
the,
around.
He does. I almost
I
wanted
rolled
to
this, and that is not coming out the same color.
name the episode "Abolish Daylight Savings," but
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but then when I was like Pete's on, I was like, okay, well we need to, get him something. A little love, since it's been a minute since he's been on.
There we go. All three get bottom of the can.
Kerry, I appreciate your photo that you posted. I think it was, I don't know if it was an anniversary or what it was, but it was a picture of your drink and then Bunny in the background blurred out. And you were just you were like, oh, I'm so excited to go out for this special event.
I feel like I'm making
And I appreciate her so much.
these yours.
Yeah.
I
I got your back.
Kerry just cracked me up.
I'm sorry, audience, for having a horrified look on my face as he's pouring it out.
Did you like that though? Like, oh, this Pete's. Oh, yep, I got you. Guys, I rolled the can. Unfortunately, as full as it was, it didn't want to, mix. So I had to do the beaker mixing over
Oh
here.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, you're almost like that guy behind the bar doing the shaker.
Dude, if I'd have had a shaker,
right?
I'd have probably done it. This is Fruit Fusion Wampus Cat, orange creamsicle with soft serve ice cream from none other than our friends at Hoosier Brewing Company.
It smells exactly like it.
No idea what the ABV is.
It smells way better.
I want to
than
say
it
it's like a 4 something when I looked before, but
Kerry says Bunny really appreciated that picture also.
Good job.
Roll me gently. I tried.
Maybe you just need to roll aggressively. One of those issues. Got to really get in there. Give it the business.
It says roll me gently.
Well, I'm saying.
She doesn't like being done hard.
I like it when my beer has pulp.
It's ice cream.
It's ice cream.
Speaking of ice cream, so near where I coach is this place. It's in Parker City. It's called Jerry's, and it is some of my favorite. Like, it's just a roadside ice cream and food stand. Just opened back up. I stopped today because I went early to do some stuff at the school. Got done before practice. I was like, I'm gonna go get some food. Stopped. Got a large banana shake, a large Coke, a bacon double cheeseburger, and a fry. Spent $16. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's nice.
I was going to ask if that was the fattest thing you've ever said, but
Well, not even close.
No,
What's the fattest thing I ever said again?
Whilst eating a sugar cream pie, that texture is gorgeous.
I knew Matt would be able to handle
I
that.
think I'd put that up there for about the fattest thing that has been said, period. Not just from Tyler.
I'm going through my arsenal.
I'm not sure where we can like nominate that to be on a plaque somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that should take the taco.
Did
I
you
almost
say take
launched
the
that.
taco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I heard that.
I almost launched beer out my nose right there. Very acidic. Tart with a weird, like, sweet creaminess from the ice cream. I don't think the flavors turn into that creamsicle very well. I think they fight each other, and I even made sure it got mixed up.
I'd say it's more like a orange sherbet to me, because orange sherbet has that tang with the sweetness. This is more of that to me than a creamsicle,
or
but
a
I
little
really
bit of
love.
orange push-up.
Push your
Yeah.
pop.
Is a push pop not sherbet? Come on.
No.
What? It totally is.
It's a different thing. It's push pop.
It's the same thing, just in a
Push
tube.
pop.
You just gotta do this and
Push
you get
pop.
your sherbet.
It is a different thing.
Doesn't sherbet come in a cardboard tube as well?
Comes in a
Yeah, just a cardboard carton. Yeah, just different shape. Yeah, see?
different. It's push pop.
Nah.
It's fun.
Why, are you saying a push pop's the Sunny D of orange sherbet? Go
Yes.
fuck yourself.
Actually, yes. Yes, I am. I wasn't, but now I am. It also is coating the shit out of my tongue. Like, I'm not. We've had some really good sours by them recently. I would not put this up there with those. I don't like how it's coating my tongue. I don't like the finish.
So I think we're going to have some different scores here.
I see
which
this
is
being a
fine.
John must really like
I
it.
actually do like it a lot. I like the flavors of it.
I do too.
I will
can,
definitely-
I can see the critique of the creamsicle not quite working out on that, and I get that. But I really love the tartness in it.
I like the tartness, but it has that weird, like, I don't know. I want it to either be the tart or the creamy sweet. Having both that weren't working together, and then it coating my tongue like it's just there. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But other than that, like, we've had some really good sours by them lately.
Yeah.
Just this one's not on par for me.
Right,
Might be for you, just not for me.
Yeah. Any thoughts before I score?
Pete really doesn't like sours that much, so he's down.
No, I like it. So I don't like it by itself, but I think it would be a great vacation alternative to orange juice in your mimosa.
Little alcohol with your alcohol.
Yes, we're going back to the conversation before
Yeah.
the show, but I think it's a good adder to something else.
Like a mimosa, a beer mimosa with
That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard you mixing. I was like,
Except not adding orange juice, adding champagne. That is
Yes.
the orange juice. Yeah.
Yes.
So I did not change my score after what you said.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Going to, well, because I was going to give it a 4. I actually would search that out again. I like the flavor that much. I think your critiques are fair. And that's probably maybe why I didn't go any higher. But I do enjoy it.
So it is a 4.
It's a 4.
Okay. Because he said I was gonna give it a 4, like it changed. I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. So 4 for John.
4.
Ugly Pete.
I'm going to give it a 2.75. I'm going to drink it, but I do want to try it as a mixer. I'm not going to seek that out. I think there are alternatives that are probably a lot more consistent and not chunky that had the same flavor.
That's the John's problem. He likes them big. He likes them chunky. First off, I did forget to tell people how we score. 3 is a perfectly average beer. Above 3 is above average. 4 or higher is seek out. That means I like it so much no matter where this is at, I'm going to go find it. 4, 7, 5, and 5. That tickles your Elmo, tingles your jingles, jingles your tingles, all that good stuff. Under 3, below average, but the 2.5 to 3 range, like, still very drinkable. It's fine. Under 2, that's when it's like, oh, I got this for free, or my friend bought it for me, or I paid for it. Like, I'll fucking drink it, whatever. Under 1 is fuck that shit. I am drain pouring the fuck out of that. Except for us, we don't do that on the show because there are absolutely sober kids in Africa.
Poor kids.
I mean, you can't say absolutely because you don't know. But
There's sober kids in America.
Well, all right, true. But...
It's just not as much fun to say.
There are?
Maybe 1 or 2. Their last names are definitely not O'Malley, but
Okay.
or O'Shaughnessy. But
I thought you said that Oshag Hennessy.
O'Shaughnessy. But we have a 2.5. You said
275.
2.75. I'm gonna give it a 2.25. Like, it's not below a 2. It's still very drinkable. I don't like how it doesn't blend that well, and I don't like what it left on my tongue.
That makes it a 3 average.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of sounds like, well, I wanted to go 3. If it didn't pour out the way it did, it would have probably been there. But I don't want to have to mix my drink in 4 different glasses before I drink it.
well, what annoyed me is I always roll my sours just to be safe.
You did.
And I poured it out, and you could see the color changing, and I'm like, God damn it, this didn't work.
Yeah.
It did not have a giant hop in the bottom of it.
Oh,
though.
thank God.
No.
We say that.
Have you had that since I was on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big chunk.
But was he here for the gratuitous like whole hop?
Yeah.
day?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the
Not to that
it
degree.
was the one that
but-
fell in John's glass.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
And before we move on, just because Tyler didn't ask me, I'd have to agree with John on this. I'm going 4. I would search that out. That was tasty.
You counted last week, and it bugs me, so
It's-
you're going to be lucky if you get asked
That is a divisive beer, but reason I agree with you, like the taste is just so good. It just reminds me of like melted sherbet. It's not quite a dreamsicle. That's why it's not higher. So I'm right with John. And before want to get this into, Russell says push pops are just sherbet packed into a toilet paper roll. So see, he's got my back.
No, I mean, again, you're probably right. I just don't like to admit that, so.
I just have to say
Damn it,
right
Russell.
out front, I'm more excited about this one.
I am too.
Right out the front.
The actual more traditional sour?
Yes.
This one did sound
I
good with all the
Well,
stuff
it's still
that was on it,
fruited
though.
sour, but
Yeah.
this isn't, it's not chunky.
It's not chunky.
All right, so this is Lua Brewing's one very important thought. Take out the chunks. Oh, no. Just one very important thought. Fruited sour with strawberry, pineapple, hibiscus, and lemonade. That sounds fire. I should have read this can before I picked beer of the day. Or anticipated beer.
I almost did that one, but then I saw
To us, too many. Beer is art. Art indeed. All expression is pivotal to human existence, to contentment, to fulfillment. Protect art. There is a lot of weird place periods.
Yeah.
Expression
it is.
and kindness. Like,
or is he just reading it like William Shatner?
I'm like, are you stuttering?
no,
Like, what
nope.
is-
There's weird place commas and periods, and the problem is it's so small. Some of the commas look like periods. I'm having troubles over here.
Tyler just don't dictate well.
Protect art, expression, and kindness. One very important thought is a fruit-forward, easy drinking ale, strawberry with pineapple, hibiscus, and lemonade. We'd love to tell you summer isn't over,
Hibiscus.
that this tropical beer fits right in, right now. But no one can tell you what to say or think. Drink this beer anyways.
Was this from last summer?
Jesus Christ. I have no idea anymore.
If it is, I'm going to be way
No,
more impressed.
October.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay.
Which, that's why I was telling you we're saying summer isn't over or whatever. 6.4% ABV. This is from Des Moines.
A place called Lua is from...
Yeah, I was going to be like, so
From
this is
Des Moines.
Hawaii?
Russell, are you familiar with them? That's your area, right?
I just love how, yeah, Lua is from Des Moines.
I'm kind of impressed with this. Like, this is a This tastes like a ship cocktail.
I like this one.
Like,
I'm glad I get to go first.
It's like you're on a cruise and you order this. Like, this seems like
yeah,
one of those.
this reminds me of some sort of cocktail.
And I am so happy this one was second and not first.
Yeah. Oh, it the next one would have just ruined
It would have
everything.
ruined it.
This, I love this flavor profile. John's like, I don't.
There's nothing really that's popping out to me. Like, I get maybe some strawberry, but...
That's the thing, is it's actually made well, and you're not having to get all the individuals. It's actually a blended drink.
But then it just tastes... Bleh.
I get a nice little lemonade kick at the end. I am loving this. This has a nice blend, nice taste. It's a great body, a little bit thicker, but not chunky or thick.
Not.
Extra thick!
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Now,
I like it.
I've always heard of hibiscus, but what's the hibiscus flavor supposed to
It's
be
a
like?
flower.
Okay.
That's all I know.
talk.
I've had hibiscus drinks, and I could picture it.
Pete, John, you cookists? Any input?
I don't know how to.
I've never used it.
I've had it like tea.
You're making me look it up on my phone while
I
I'm on
cook
camera.
Please do.
While you have the.
Well, it's easy to ask you guys because you all like eat and cook a lot. Like I figured you guys would have like some kind of input on this.
Yeah, but I
Cranberry, light, and sweet with earthy notes.
There you
There we
go.
go. See?
Normally, one of the
I
three of us
suspect
can
you know
usually
it.
tell you that, but
Yeah.
and once again,
actually, it is kind of rare for one of the three of us not to be able to come up with
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, that's why I didn't Google it because I got Google on that side of the screen.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, what did you say you put in your pasta today? Like, and you don't know what hibiscus is?
there wasn't hibiscus in my pasta. I will tell you that.
Yeah, that would be a little weird.
I don't know.
I feel like there's some sort of pasta dish you can do it with.
Oh, you can.
Well, and it actually tastes good.
Oh yeah, I can make anything taste good.
Yeah. Did you bring that coney sauce over?
Yeah, it's upstairs.
It's upstairs. It's in the fridge.
Side note, speaking of pasta, I know a guy that, the same fellow that bequeathed his Parties Happen sweatshirt to me.
Uh-huh.
Back in his high school days, he used to work at Fazoli's, and he said that they took a whole bunch of pasta, allegedly, and threw it in a jacuzzi, because they were like, they had that cure. I was like, I wonder what a jacuzzi full of pasta feels like. They found out. They said they all woke up with like hives and rashes and shit, because they're like, don't do that.
Jesus Christ.
And I thought that was an entertaining story that you guys did
Oh,
not.
it's hilarious.
I'll take dumb things for 500.
Yeah.
I was like, John and Pete are not enthused.
I just don't
a
want to
waste of
ruin
pasta.
pasta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Fazoli's pasta.
Okay, you win. I was trying to come up with an argument, and I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel bad about like shotgun and a Keystone and spilling some? No, no one does. Like, besides me.
But it's Fazoli's pasta. It can go
It's
down.
Fazoli's pasta is the keystone of pastas. Like,
Yeah, I ingest them both.
all right. So, Pete, go ahead, my man.
So I mean, this is a completely different beast than before, but I'm gonna give it a 4.25. I'm gonna seek that out. It is really good. That's it. And I got to learn what hibiscus was. So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. It's a good day.
It's a beer that makes you learn. It's a smart beer.
And now I'm
Oh,
lowering my
goodness.
score. I don't want to learn with my beer.
I don't want to learn. That's horrible.
I'm giving it a 4. I think it's fantastic. I want more of it.
I thought it was just something to drink. So I'm going to go with 3.
I love the difference on these first 2 beers already.
Yeah. That is a 3.75.
Matt, what would you have given it? Not that you count, but
Not that I count. Hopefully it still matter, though.
always. Just not to Kelly.
That one, I think, had more of a, like, what's on the can, in the can kind of deal. It had a great flavor as well. I'm going to give that one a little bit of a bump compared to the last one. Go 4.25. I would definitely drink both of them again and enjoy them.
Okay.
Our scores today are amazing. The one John likes, Pete and I didn't. The one Pete and I like, John doesn't.
Sounds
Matt's-
like John's wrong.
Matt's back there just agreeing with the highest score
Yeah,
so far.
That's just what he does.
Hey, man, I'm optimistic.
Instead
Trying
of
to be
doing average,
agreeable.
he's just going with the top score.
IT tries to roll under the radar. They want to be last in the building.
Yeah.
Everybody's let go.
So true.
God, that's accurate. All right, so our next beer is Listermann Brewing Company's Schwartz beer, German style black lager at 5.5%.
Oh, it's Schwartz?
Yeah, that's why I'm excited for it. It is just a beer. It is a beer tasting beer. I want to see what Listermann can do.
And we have learned Schwartz beers are among our favorites.
They have become quickly one of our favorite styles.
Yeah. We brew a good one. We know a brewery or two who makes a good one. So let's see what
Yeah, they're
Listermann does.
nicely, like, flavorful yet crushable. Like, it's a good balance of beer.
And, oh, guys. Shifting gears slightly, went to Muldoon's yesterday, the Irish pub.
Yeah, I mean,
the
you
Schmittix
said that
on
like
tap.
you were...
I had a Schmittix on tap.
I haven't had a Schmittix on
It
tap in
was
forever.
so goddamn good. Which I was thinking multi goodness crushable. That's a Schmittix.
And the can art.
I tied it together.
On that.
Yeah, I do like the
I
can
like the
art.
can art. It's simple but awesome.
German sky, like the skyline, also the church.
I think it's got the old school and new school.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the
the
Cincinnati
overlap.
skyline.
The clean white, black, and gold. You know,
Mr.
great
Cincinnati, man,
combo.
what building is that?
I'm not Mr. System Man. I just visit. I'm not
The
sure.
church? I have no idea.
And especially seeing it from the back of the can, it's hard
I'm
to tell.
assuming
And
it's
you can't tell
some-
from the Listerman label.
Or maybe it's a
name?
German church that they put over the Cincinnati skyline. Which
Or
would
it's
also make sense because Cincinnati has the second largest
German
Oktoberfest
In the
in the world.
Yes.
The only one
Lot of
bigger
Germans
is
over there.
literally in Frankfurt.
Brookville.
It's a damn shame that can was in between your face and that camera, John.
It smells
I
good.
do try it.
I would have liked to have seen that one.
I do try it.
It smells good.
It does. It's got a nice aromatic.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
Oh, that hits in a nice purity law, happy spot.
That is a simple, clean beer.
Nice roast to it without being overly.
Yeah.
I like Listerman. Actually, thank you guys. I'm starting to hate you, and
This-
you're back on top.
Strikes me as a little more roasty than most of the Schwartzes we've had, though. Am I
Their
incorrect
roast
on that,
level
or-
just depends. We've had some that were a little roasty. This might be on the high end, but it's in a pleasant way. It's
Yeah, not saying it's poorly
not
done.
overly
Just
roasted.
more than the others I recall.
it's maybe slightly less crushable than some because it has a slightly
Because of that
higher
roasting.
bitterness and a little bit less sweet than some. But like this is so pleasant. The body's thin, but it should be. It's a Schwartz beer. It's a lager. I'm not mad at this at all.
I think it's a very good representation of what a Schwarzbier is. Like Matt
And there's some
pointed
wiggle
out-
room in
Yeah.
Schwartz beers. So.
Like Matt pointed out, maybe different than some of the ones we've had, but it's delicious.
I love it. Listerman, do more shit like this. Do more just classic beers. Beer, because when you guys start adding all your adjuncts, you end up fucking it up.
Which the darker, heavier, or darker stouts and porters and all that stuff is what they kind of really were known for. And then they started getting into all that adjunct game, it seemed like. So maybe this is kind of them getting back to their roots.
Don't
hopefully.
do what everybody else does. Stick to what's good.
Problem is, everybody else does it because you make money doing it. So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, until you do it shitty and,
And
then
for the
no
love
one
of
wants
God,
it anymore.
never make Pride
420.
again. Support Pride, just never make it again.
Yeah, just
do it
support,
different. Do a different
support Pride with just a random beer instead of making that goddamn Pride beer. That thing is terrible.
It was a
Or
different
just
one
make
the
a
2 years we
pink
had it, wasn't it?
lager or something.
God damn it, Pete.
It's not International
Make it
Women's
simple.
Day.
I want Pete in the like room when they're making decisions, just because I want Pete to just randomly from the back, just make a fucking pink lager.
God, I want to make that like a skit.
While everybody's coming up
hey.
with all this beer stuff, just goddamn it, food coloring's cheap. Just pink lager.
I mean, St. Patty's Day doesn't have a special beer.
And then again,
Coors Light
it gets
and a green
quiet.
beer.
It gets quiet. It gets quiet. For the 11th, fine, add glitter. Like, just,
Now we got a unicorn beer. Now we got
you
multiple
just
days.
hear Pete like just throwing random shit out there.
I'll be down for that. I want to do that.
That
Those
would-
internet short videos.
What do we have that's getting ready to go bad? Let's throw that in that beer.
Shit,
Oh.
what's about
wait.
to expire? All right, add pink food coloring and maybe some glitter. Let's go.
Yeah.
How much of that beer do we have? Let's get some syrup. Oh, wait, that's a real conversation. Never
We've done
mind.
that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's fine.
I liked your little syrup pump as well. That was.
Is that what that was?
It also looked like you could have equally been at the club while you were pumping your syrup.
I'm a fan of that beer. They nailed that one. I would buy that again. That's I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll go get that again.
I'd buy it again. I'm not 100% sure I'd search this one out, but I'd 100% buy it again if I saw it. So I'm going to give it 3.75.
Which is very fair. I was bouncing back and forth between those, but I honest to God think like if I knew they made it again, I would probably go search
Hey,
it
on
out.
a regular beer, we're actually more in agreement and in line.
Weird. Pete,
I'm gonna screw it all up. I'm a 4.25 again.
that's
No,
not a
I
screw
like
up.
I like that beer. I like anything that stays pretty close to that purity law. Good
Of
old,
course you do.
hey, good old Germans. You gotta like those guys. They suck at wars, but man, make some good beer.
We've had a lot of German beer on this show.
Well,
Which kind of where it started.
Well, and I love German beer as well, so like every time I go to Total Wine, I end up bringing back a lot of German beer.
yeah.
John and Matt literally they'll open the fridge and be like, "Oh, a bunch of German beer." Tyler went to Total Wine.
Yeah.
Actually, just international beer in general.
Yeah, that's
Specifically German, I think I'm sure it's
Well,
more
it
popular.
started off
more
just German
common.
beer, and then I started branching off into the South African, the Indian.
Yeah.
I really like South African beer, but it has a lot of German roots in it.
Yeah.
So
probably Brazilian beer.
and I like Brazilian beer, Zingu and things like that. Yeah.
We've had Zingu on the show before.
Before we get to the next
No.
one, we haven't had much of a chance to talk about Ugly Pete's.
Yeah,
and it's not really just Ugly Pete's barbecue. It's more, you're doing more than just that.
We are. So we had started our seasoning company, Ugly Pete Seasoning, and we were toying around with how we do this. And I had a website created, and I sent it to 3 of my friends to look
what the
over.
hell? You didn't send it to me.
It was just to look over. I sent it to 2 lawyers and an accountant.
Oh, that's right.
Make sure I had no liability. Well, I didn't check it for 5 hours. Look back, and we had 4,000 orders. So I had to shut the website down. I didn't know it had gone live. I thought it was just a test site, so we couldn't fulfill any of those orders, obviously, because we're not set up quite yet for that. So
That's insane.
there's a movement. It's a good movement. And we've got
How the hell did that many people find your brand new website?
word of mouth. People just sharing it with people.
How
Take a
long
look
did you
at
have
this.
it up for your lawyers and accountants to look at it?
5 hours.
Word of mouth isn't that fast.
Well,
Check the
do
origin
something
of the
stupid
orders.
and check
Oh,
that.
some bot.
No,
Yeah, did you pay people to order
no,
stuff?
because I had to pay people back.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I had to eat all the credit card fees too.
Oh,
And so it was fun, but it was fun. It was fun. So
call that a learning experience.
some things have changed here recently in my life, and we're changing. Ugly Pete's is gone. We're changing it to Big Pete Seasonings, named after my dad, to commemorate him.
love that.
So, all the new logos and stuff are coming out for that, and then we got some new seasonings coming out. We have a hamburger seasoning on top of the chili, the pork and chicken, the fish, and taco seasoning that we have.
I've had that taco seasoning. I
I was
like
say,
it.
we were fortunate to get a test run of the taco seasoning. and
Simple, but
it
good.
was just classic, and it was tasty, and I can't wait to.
And honestly, if
Get
you
some
don't
more.
want to fucking even if you like to cook and like making your own shit, sometimes there's days when you get off work and it's like, fuck, I don't want to have to. All right, we're good to go.
That's right. I mean, I make it for the reason why I created the seasonings before I started really getting into cooking was because we had a million sports going on and homework and that stuff, and it's like, okay, I know per pound of meat, 2 scoops of this, a little bit of beer that I'm drinking, cook that, and it's done. And it's fantastic.
Because I'm busy as shit.
Exactly.
I think though, and I don't know how much time you
either.
spent trying to tweak it, but like the balance of the flavors, it's just really good.
So I will tell you, the taco seasoning, I don't really know, but the pork and chicken seasoning, which is called porkin'.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Classy.
I like it.
Yeah, it's classy. That's
He's a
where
classy
that's where
bitch.
that's where Ugly Pete and Big Pete meet. We're really classy. But I know there's 47 iterations of that one.
Nice.
I am
It's
keeping
a lot of
track.
chicken
There's
or pork.
It is. Well, you make smaller batches. You gotta, and then it was kind of like beer. I made a big batch, and for some reason
It
it
did.
didn't come out quite as right. And I'm like, crap. All right, time to start over.
So it's not 100% 1-to-1 ratio.
No. Well, or you gotta shake it up more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Once again, funny thing is, I'm at one of the local breweries, and I run into a guy. His customer is a spice blender
Okay.
for national companies. So I started talking to those guys, and they're going to make me 100-pound bags of my blend.
Okay.
And then I'm talking right now with Goodwill Industries. Shout out Goodwill.
Tires or like secondhand clothing?
That's
or?
good year.
Yeah, so good. If you didn't know, Goodwill has a whole arm that does manufacturing and puts like felons and handicapped people to work that can't get jobs other places. So I'm talking to them to be my co-packer and put all the seasonings in the bottles and sell them.
It's good to have a good co-packer.
Yeah.
From prison.
That's such a really. That's where my mind went. That's such a really good cause, but when you said that, I was like,
Just the one following the other.
But so listen,
I'm a terrible human.
Right there with you.
what's amazing is I'm talking to the Goodwill Industry guys. I'm like, hey, can I put your logo on the bottle? And they're like, well, people don't usually want that. And I'm like, who in the hell hates Goodwill? Like, who would go, oh, that has Goodwill on it. I'm not buying that. It's not like you bought it at Goodwill. You bought your seasonings at Goodwill. Nah, I would not recommend that
God.
one.
I want you to have an end cap. An
Hey,
end cap at Goodwill.
It's only a quarter used big heat season.
All the
It's
bottles
still got-
are
Every
half
bottle's
filled.
half filled.
Yeah, still got
like when you
It's
3/4
actually
of life
brand
in this
new,
bad
but you
boy.
package it half filled and it's like a quarter off. Or something.
Yeah.
Grandma passed and they just cleared out her.
Oh, geez.
Oh God.
That's so fucked up.
That would be hilarious.
Oh God, I want that to happen.
I don't know. Now
I
I
might
need to
have
go
to
look for
create
spices.
a seasoning now that's called What's Left in Grandma's Cabinet.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
left in Grandma's Cabinet.
It's
We
kinda like
just
an
mixed it all
everything bagel.
together.
Get everything bagel seasoning, but instead of that, it's like everything meat seasoning. It's
You're
just-
like, it's
you can use
tenderizer?
this for everything.
What are you making tonight? We're using Grandma's seasoning. What are you making? Don't know yet. Could be French onion soup. Could be grilled chicken.
Could be marinara.
It could be marinara.
We don't really know right now.
It all kind of tastes like chili, though. She had a lot of chili powder when she went.
Oh, that's fantastic.
23 bottles of chili powder. We had to do something with it.
Something with it.
That's so awesome. All right.
Got some comments got to read here if you
Please
don't mind,
do.
Tyler.
Please
Brett
do.
Pittsford jumped on.
Never mind.
Says, look at those sacks of sultry satisfaction tonight. Is that a simile? Is that what those are? The
And Tyler.
Yeah. And Tyler, yeah.
Did he say it this time or not?
I mean, do you want
He
to believe that he did
Matt
or didn't?
Matt's excited when he normally says it. Holy shit, my brother included me for once.
He's over there like trying to read, and I know.
Fad says, sup, boys? Someone unplugged his beer fridge for their CPAP. Not sure who that was.
Oh, my bad. Well, maybe we should drink more beer.
Yeah,
'cause you're
wait,
now
how are you
realizing
just
it.
now realizing it?
Well, because he just went for a beer and was like, oh, this isn't cold anymore.
Kind of not on me after 2 weeks.
And this might be, much like Pete, a return to something on the show. Might be Tyler's old favorite part of the show.
Holy shit.
Might have good luck saying this one. Liz says she's craving her cute little Kiviak King. Is that right? Kiviak?
King. I know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Or is he pronouncing it
Is
right?
that another
think so.
fruit? I don't understand what it is.
Some sort of meat.
No, not be dead foul.
You were sent a description, so it says.
Kiviak is a dish from Greenland consisting of hundreds of dead auk birds stuffed into the body of a dead seal.
What the actual fuck?
That sounds like something you. Oh, wow.
I would try it, but it sounds
The
vomitous.
seal is then sealed up to be completely airtight, covered in oil to repel flies and maggots, and then fermented for 3 months.
Oh, it's fermented.
It's a Greenland turducken.
That is amazing.
It's
Is it?
The dish is often eaten over the winter months when it is harder to catch food, and especially at special occasions such as Christmas and birthdays.
So the Greenland turducken fermented for Christmas. Oh my god, I want it.
Nope, I still don't want it.
I think that's a hard pass for me.
I would try it, but at no point do I want
But see,
this
I want to
vomitous-
try it. I want to try
It
it.
says that
Not just I will, I want to.
the pungent, toxic-smelling bird meat is said to taste a bit like very mature cheeses or licorice.
Meat that tastes like cheese or licorice.
Yes.
Oh boy.
The one thing in the world I don't eat is blue cheese. Let's make my meat taste that way. That sounds awesome. My goodness, I literally eat everything in the world except for blue cheese, and you ruin a perfectly good fowl. And I'm pretty sure the seal would taste better if it didn't taste like blue cheese too.
Hey, you know, you could try bamming on that, though. It'd be some of Grandma's seasoning.
Grandma,
Grandma seasoning.
Grandma,
It'll taste like chili.
Hey, everything in the cabinet.
This blue cheese tastes like rotten chili. That's awesome.
All right. So our last beer of the first half of the show is going to be Pacific Pint West Coast. Did you tag them, by the way? All right, just making sure because Chris hadn't popped in and he usually does.
I did.
This Pacific Pint
He's at
West
the gym.
Coast style IPA from none other
It
than
works out.
Windmill Brewing. I have no idea the ABV, so because
Damn it, Chris.
fuck
Smells
them.
like a West Coast.
Just wanted to put.
I
it
do
on
like
the
the
can.
simple can art.
Does
on
it
that
smell
one.
like a West Coast sunrise, or it just smells like the West Coast?
No,
Ugh.
it doesn't smell like despair and
Needles.
Wow.
needles. I was gonna go say debt, since they all lost their money in the bank. But
3 banks. We're at 3 banks now.
I think that. Oh, no, I'll keep my.
Good idea. We'll
Opinions.
talk at the break. tangy, a little bit of citrusy. The hop comes in really late, but there's just not a ton of flavor to it.
I was gonna say, I think it's a good IPA, but it's not quite what I think of when I think of West Coast.
No.
It's a starter West Coast.
It is
Getting
kind of
so
lingering
tired of
bitterness.
qualifying our IPAs as starter IPAs. It happens so often.
For the not West Coast guy though, this like I got the hop at the end of it like more than I would prefer.
It is dry.
It is. It's very astringent.
It
Very
is.
That
dry.
mouthfeel.
It's a nice mouthfeel.
It's on the back of the tongue, like the roof of the mouth, kind of
Yeah,
dry.
yeah. It's you don't get that a lot in beers anymore. Not quite as hazy in color as some of their IPAs, thank God. It's a Westie, it's not supposed to be.
Not as quite a malty backbone as some of them can be.
I'm okay with that.
I don't want
If it
more.
had more hop. I want a little more hop. But it's clean, it's crisp, it's well made.
It's
There's
well
no
made.
hops floating in it, which there shouldn't be in a Westie, but you never know.
I appreciate everybody wants hazy nowadays. I appreciate a nice clean IPA that you can see through. I'm like,
Cheers to that.
I want to be. Sometimes you want to see through your lighter beers. I don't want to feel like it's fog.
Oh, shit.
Tyler, before I forget, Brett says, "Don't forget his beer, please."
It's been riding around in the car the last 2 days. I have it.
So he
It's all
hasn't
shook
forgotten
up.
it. He just hasn't given it to you.
Well, technically, it's not just his. It's for him and I to drink.
Ah,
It's actually, which if I'd have been nice and given it to him, it'd been really funny because it's the beer we're about to drink tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
So you'll
missed
get-
opportunity.
Hey, you're gonna no, because then I wouldn't have been able to drink it because he would have drank it all. So there's a reason I'm not giving it to him. It's going to be given to him when we drink together because I don't want to fucking miss out on it.
Okay.
It's hard for me to get River North beer, damn it, without paying an arm and a leg on Tavor.
I was gonna say, is it that hard?
Yeah, because you only get certain ones on Tavor.
And
Oh, I meant
and
that.
really, I mean, it is kind of difficult to go out there to get it.
Yeah, I
All
literally
right,
have to
yeah,
buy
yeah,
airline
yeah.
tickets.
yeah,
The
Pack Matt's bag.
transportation from to to fro. Okay, I'll give you that.
yeah.
Matt's bag was exactly 50 pounds coming back.
Good for us.
John's like, I think we're overweight. I'm like, I don't think so. I literally got online and was like, all right, how much does a bottle of stout weigh? And literally, look, we did the math, and I'm like, all right, this bag was roughly, I'm guessing, about this weight. I'm like, we're going to be real
That was the
close. But I
unknown
think,
aspect,
yeah,
is
we
how
weren't
much the bag
100%
weighed.
sure what it weighed beforehand, but we're like, I think it's roughly this. Like, based on that, I'm like, we're going to be close, but I think we're good.
Like,
He
had
literally
you been
put
there,
it...
Pete, all the thing missing was like a dry erase board just wheeling out of the wall somewhere, and then
wrong.
him just turning around and starting
John
to
and I
write
literally
equations.
discussed this for like a good 10 minutes. Matt evidently, when he got there that morning, put it on the self scale, and it rang up 50.0. And he
On
texted us,
the
and it's like,
nose.
let's go.
And then you had a minor panic moment.
Because they weighed it, and it was a little
Yeah,
higher.
yeah. When they put it on their scale, I was like, "Oh, there's a 50." She's like, "You're fine." It's like, "Oh, thank God."
Evidently, it gained weight somehow.
Hey, most of us
had
have
her
beer
thumb
in
on
us,
it.
do.
or one scale versus the other. Like, you guys gotta get these things lined up. Come on.
God, I know the beer makes us fatter. I didn't know it did that to luggage.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, it's only like $25 to ship at FedEx.
Yeah, but we were cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all that Florida beer was only $25 that I shipped back, and it was 50.
If it had been overweight, it would have been like $75.
We thought about it, especially since John and I weren't flying back till later. We could have done that, but like, we'd have had to like waste our time going to do that, and we'd had to Uber somewhere to go get the box and supplies and to the FedEx. Like, I mean,
All right.
So next time we'll pack a box to take out with us.
Matt and his luggage takes just packing materials and a folded box.
Yeah,
would
4
be-
boxes
it
is
would
gotta
be.
be a
That
lot
would
less
actually
room than all
be-
that beer was.
Oh,
in my
we're doing
suitcase.
that next
Yeah.
time. We're straight up taking a box and a
I
folded,
might have a couple Tavor boxes we could bring.
and we'll probably have more by then.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit. All right, so this beer, like I said, stringent, solid. I'd like a little more flavor, but overall, not a bad beer. John, you're first.
I think it misses the West Coast just slightly. It does have some of that dank and lingering bitterness, but not as much as maybe Tyler would hope. I like the citrus flavor in it, so I'm going to go 3.75.
I like that it actually wasn't hazy.
7% ABV, by the way.
No. No, that's not supposed to change my outlook.
Unless you're Matt. and then
No, I mean,
always
it
changes
totally
your outlook.
can. Yeah, that's a factor of the beer.
It is. I mean, for that, I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Matt, did we ask you about the Schwartz beer last time?
I don't think we did.
Oh, well, I'm 1 for 3 so far then.
Would it not be
one for
down a
4.
peg or two?
No,
Yeah.
because we haven't done this one yet. This is the
I'm
fourth
assuming
one.
you're going to forget it.
No, I'll remember now.
Figure you'd do it to spite him.
Just out of spite. I know.
That
I
would be
counted
fun.
last week. He's got to knock me down a peg or two.
Man, it's solid, but I'm only gonna give it a 3 1/4.
So that is a 3.5.
What's funny is I was possibly bouncing around there until I heard the ABV, and then it popped me out.
Oh. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Matt, what would you give it if you counted?
Um,
Gotta throw that in there.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Pete's pop up on that one. Like
Let Jennifer know.
the 7.5 on that kind of is enough to push it over for me. Otherwise, it would have been a 3 1/4 because it's not my style IPA, but it's still well made, and the booze and drinkability makes it good enough.
Okay.
So, that was a fun first half so far. Not bad grouping of beers so far. Pete's actually not getting screwed over for once.
That is very good.
You see what happened was John
nothing
picked the
tastes like
beers.
long clippings.
Yeah, second half of the show is gearing up to
should
be.
be fire.
That's some big names.
Yes.
I'm pretty fucking
And then one
excited.
I don't know about, but
Yeah, but sounds amazing. The one we
Does.
don't know about literally sounds almost better than the others. Like,
Was that my anticipated
yeah.
beer? Okay.
So like, it's really funny. You have the one we don't know, but sounds stupid good, and then
Yes.
3 big boys.
yeah.
Well, and it takes a lot to actually be able to print the name of the barrels on
Yeah,
the
it does.
cans, right? You
Or
have
you
to
get
have
a cease and
partnership.
desist. One of the
You
two.
have to have a partnership,
Especially with a big name like
Yeah,
Blanton's.
or you get a
like,
C&D.
right? You're not throwing Blantons on there because you might throw a lesser known just to get away with it, but Blantons. I do have a question for you guys
Okay.
in the audience, since we got a few minutes here. I am going to be in Houston, Galveston, Atlanta, and all of Florida. What are some breweries I need to go to and possibly ship beers back to you guys?
I will look up my answers on that because I know I have some. I just
Okay.
off the top of my head. The only thing I will say is if you send us any 903 beer, I'll never let you be on the show again.
We will send it back to we'll send it back to Texas.
That's
without
absolutely
you.
a lie. But please don't send us 903 beer.
Okay. So I'm going to 903 is what it sounds like.
No, he hates it as much
Yeah,
as I
yeah,
do.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a,
even
that's
better.
universally.
I like
regret
being
it.
a dick to you, but it's a lot more fun to John. He's not his verbal back.
Check out Martin House. See what their current variant of pickle beer is.
Okay.
Because you know we love pickle beer.
Swear to God, if it's the fucking purple one or whatever.
I would be interested to
It's
try the
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
pickle
stuff.
beer.
I would be
Kool-Aid
interested to try
pickle
that.
beer.
Yeah,
just-
evidently it's a thing in the South.
Just marinate your pickle in some Kool-Aid.
Pickle and Kool-Aid, yeah.
That's no.
Yeah.
No, I've
Just,
got.
just let it soak.
Honey, why is it so
Dangle.
purple?
Just let it dangle. I'll give you some flavor, honey.
No. I could not say what I want to
Well, we've decided that there's not really that much great beer in Texas.
Like I said, there's not really that much
Okay.
you can't say on the show.
That's not true. We just haven't found it yet.
We've given a good go on quite a bit, though.
Okay.
Atlanta, not really
There's
that
some
much.
solid stuff in Atlanta. I just can't remember the names right now.
And then I'm going to be
Hey, there's
working
the best
my way
IPA down
from
there.
Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa to Fort Myers.
Oh, there's some good
So
shit
I'm
down
going to
there.
be.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
no, I sent a lot of stuff from Tampa last time. So
Yeah, we don't need any more from Tampa, probably.
yeah,
There was some decent stuff in that batch, but like,
there's some garbage stuff too.
Yeah.
I can't send all good stuff.
I fucking hate you. He probably the ones we got that were bad. I guarantee he
got
actually
on purpose.
had those,
I
and then
plead
went,
the fifth.
"Oh, this beer is fucking terrible. I'll take a 6-pack." Oh wait, actually, can I just do a mixer? I don't want to spend a 6-pack.
I did
do a
not-
mixer, perfect.
I will let you know of all the good beer I bought 6-packs. I did buy singles of beers. I will not say if they went to you.
Oh
or
yeah,
to
we
me.
got fucked.
If you're in that part of Texas, though, I bet you could find some Parish.
Probably.
Ooh.
He probably could at
Louisiana, but
the west part of Florida.
Oh,
he could
yeah.
too.
Okay.
Parish Brewing. I don't think we've had anything bad from them.
And we haven't had any in a long time.
It has been a minute.
All right,
I haven't
so
seen them on the
we'll-
tour
we'll-
as much when I've been on there.
God, I miss Parrish. They need to be on Tavor more. Anyway, we will give you some more answers on top of that.
Alright.
If any of you guys, Thad especially, you know your shit. If you can think of any breweries in that area, please let Matt know. He'll eventually see it and tell us.
Make no promises.
We will be right back, guys. We have 4 more beers lined up. I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
My dog being cute.
Our guest today
Ugly Pete.
from Big Pete Seasoning.
That's right.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
Look at me
I
go.
appreciate
I like it.
And behind the camera, the one, the only. He's looking good with that slick back hair
it.
today.
I'll scream that.
Later, y'all. No, as long as it's away from that shit, because that's what's getting me
Yeah,
worried.
we'll
Is
both
it's
do it
gonna
outside or
break
something.
while like here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Anyway, so welcome back to the second half.
I was like, no need. It just collapsed.
You never know.
God just did the job for you, Pete.
Depending on the ABV on these, I might kick it out tonight without him knowing.
If you break shit,
I'll buy it.
some of
that's irreplaceable.
Yeah, some of that's irreplaceable.
That's what you think.
Hey, if you have money, you can.
Yeah,
replace
I mean,
anything, I guess.
everything's for sale. You just got to talk to the right guy.
We call the creator of all the glassware. I'm gonna need you to
I know
do
a guy.
one glass of all of these. A one run? No, one glass. Tell us the price.
I didn't ask you if you wanted to do it. I told you you're going to create me this class. Thank you. Go away.
All right,
Sorry.
Walmart.
Hey, by the way, Walmart, if you're listening, there's a new seasoning line. If you'd like to carry.
On shelves at Goodwill everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, half bottles at Goodwill. Grandma special.
I'm not sure who shifted over there, but it looks like there's a much bigger gap.
Me, because
in
I'm
betwixt
scared to
you.
death to move my chair again.
I mean, we can see the mushroom dick. We can see the beer goddess like a lot more clearly.
Nice mushroom dick.
it's
It
the
is, yeah.
oh, he hadn't been back.
The Cocks of Nature.
The Cox of Nature calendar.
Oh, I love that.
My wife is.
Love
My
that.
wife is
The
a
way that you,
great
it wasn't
sense of
what you
humor.
said, it's the way that you said it.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We came in.
And you weren't looking at the babe, you're looking at the mushroom wiener.
Well, I've already moved up to the cans and boobs, so
What?
it's pointing right at them.
My wife has a great sense of humor. She's okay with me having my beer goddess up there, but she wants Cocks of Nature in there.
Yeah, and the best part is we come down here one day,
You
and
come
there's
down
just
here?
yeah,
Okay.
there's just a fucking calendar
Together.
on the wall, just
Yeah,
chilling,
sure,
and
have
we're
it.
like. I looked at John, I'm like, when the fuck did you get this? John goes, what the fuck is that? She had literally gotten the calendar and hung it up behind us like just sneaky as shit.
I like it.
It's almost like a firefighter calendar.
We were pretty impressed. And then she also gave us that lovely coaster over there.
Is this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I never run with scissors. Those last two words were unnecessary.
So yeah, luckily Steph has not only a great sense of humor, she loves just kind of fucking with us a little bit and you know,
I
put cocks
appreciate
behind
that.
us. That was great.
Yeah.
That's what I appreciate about her.
Appreciates it better.
The best thing is, she said that she had that calendar check. We had a sidebar conversation with him, but there's like at least 4 more dicks hidden in this room that you guys have not found yet.
Is it really?
Please tell me that's real.
That'd be fantastic.
That would be the greatest shit ever.
I know.
The dick scavenger hunt? Oh. And
cool
look
with
who
that.
walks downstairs. Right. Perfect peak
As the
timing.
11-year-old walks in.
Well, now.
Oh yeah, 12 now. That's right.
You could.
I
It's
apologize,
alright.
Kaka.
It's alright. I get my age wrong too sometimes.
I love you, Kylie. How's track going?
It's actually delayed until Thursday.
Oh, that's right. That's what John was telling me.
Weather.
Stupid snow.
You can go practice out on the sidewalk.
She's like, no, I'm actually not mad they waited.
No, I am mad.
Oh, you are?
All right.
Love you, sweet pea.
Love you. Head upstairs. You say anything to Pete?
It's the first time I haven't gotten a hug. That's weird. All right. Anyway, so our next
She
beer.
would have had to pass me, and she's like, "That dude's a creeper."
That is
There's
fair.
no way I'm getting by him.
He was talking about a dick scavenger hunt.
Yeah, I mean, she walked in at the perfect and worst time. Lydia would have laughed.
Wow, that's an understatement. Lydia
Yeah.
has a ridiculous sense of humor.
She might have thrown a wiener joke in there as well, just for fun.
You know, I feel like if Kylie would have got it, she would have too.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Give it a year or two.
Give
She'll figure it
Well,
out.
it tells you how bad a parent is. I am. Lydia's 10.
God, I forget she's
We're
only
live.
10.
I can't say
Yeah.
anything. I love Kylie.
I forget she's only 10 because, well, she's like twice the size of Kylie. So
Yeah, she's my little beautiful linebacker.
my brother says the
And
same
kick
about
your-
his 7-year-old.
And kick your ass in golf and beat you up in a bar.
My brother
And
Jeff.
cook better than you. It's
Oh, she
frustrating.
can cook. Hey, she's gonna enter one of the national qualifiers for the chili cook-off.
I love it.
Atta girl.
I was honestly honored that she chose mine second, and the only one she chose first was yours. And she knows yours, and she loves yours. So that mine got second. I was cool with that.
My favorite part about that though was when she was then going, "Oh, I have people that like food and shit. Can I make you drinks?"
Damn good bartender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit.
We
That was a good night.
We straight up were like, yeah, it's cool having the 9-10-year-old do our bartending for us. Let's do this.
Well, hey, and I have the new hookup on seafood now. So,
Seafood.
I was
man,
going to tell you.
those stone crab claws were amazing.
So,
sounds really
couple
good.
things real quick.
We're
First
getting
off, the
fat
beer.
over
Yeah.
here. Goddamn.
First off, the beer, which
beer.
is double barrel aged, Father Time, barrel aged barley wine for the ages. This is from none other than our favorite River North Brewery. Vintage 2022, release number 1, cases bottled only 30. It was aged first in a Colorado bourbon barrel and then moved to a Colorado single malt. And it is a whopping 19.2%.
It's all on the nose. You didn't have to tell me the ABV. You just
What's funny is in classic River North, I guarantee when you drink it,
It
it
tastes
will
like 13.
not taste 19.2.
That tastes like 13.
I'm not saying. I'm just telling
Oh, I know.
you
No,
on
but,
the nose.
No, but
It
that
is
thing
what
is
it
that's
is.
what's cracked us up about their beer so many times is you'll smell it and you go, ooh, this is gonna be hot.
I mean, it's like,
And then you drink
it's like
it and you
120
go,
proof.
yeah. Jesus, this smells like straight fucking whiskey.
You know you're going to lose your chair.
Oh, just drinking it though.
It is fucking stupid.
Uh,
Brad, if you're still watching, start drooling now because when you
Yeah.
drink this, you're gonna be a fucking happy man.
strap in, bud.
Raisin, caramel.
It's all the things barley wines are supposed to be. It's complex. It's a little bit of heat at the end. It's so much flavor and richness, and it's thick without being syrupy, without being diabetes. But it looks thin, but when you
That
drink it,
mouthfeel.
No,
the
no.
mouthfeel is thick.
I just like that I can see light through
Legs?
it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Once again, I'm kind of I'm out on the hazy IPAs, and this thing is 100% more of any hazy IPA out there.
And what's funny is, again,
legs.
you can look at
I
it. It's
know.
not thin or thick in body, but when you drink it, it has like almost a richness that makes you feel like it's thicker than it is.
I had a
is
nickel.
Stupid. Oh my god.
Oh, I have to go first, don't I?
No, I do. Nope. Yep, you do.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
gonna
off,
be
bitch.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy. I was like, what are you complaining about? This is...
Yeah, that is just dumb.
Well, I was throwing a little mystery in there. They're like, "Ooh, is he gonna give it a crappy?" Like I like the bottle art as well. It's simple.
Yeah.
I'm past the over the top crazy art. I like the clean, simple, just smart stuff, just like we had with help me out, the one I was looking forward
the
to.
Listerman.
The windmill one.
Listerman.
Or Listerman, yeah.
Right, and the windmill was simple too. Now the windmill one, by the way, it was almost too simple, and I would pass it up.
So the combo right here.
Yeah, I like
Listerman.
that with the gold, the white,
Yep.
the black.
Classy.
It's gives you a nice little, almost Kentucky
I don't
hug.
wanna-
Like
I
after
don't
you
wanna
drink, it's
drink
kind
it
of going
fast.
down a little bit.
Like I said, there
That's
is a
fine.
little bit of heat at the end, but when you're drinking a beer, it's 19.2,
Yeah,
and the
you
most
wouldn't-
you can say is there's a little bit of heat at the end. That is stupid.
The heat goes away after
Very
This
quickly,
is
yeah.
this is going to get you in trouble quick.
Yeah.
Because the heat's there at the beginning. You're like, oh, I need to drink this slow. This got a lot of booze in it.
And then it goes away.
And
You're like,
then
I need
you're like-
more.
and you're like, you just fired through a 10 ounce in 5 minutes trying to figure out where it went, and then all of a sudden you're calling an Uber and don't know how to talk to the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that Scotch barrel brings an extra added flavor to that too, to the point where like I'm not a big Scotch guy, but I think with the richness of flavors in this beer, having that Scotch, having that little bit of smoky peaty kind of texture and flavor, adds so much. It just adds another element to this already fantastic beer.
I don't want to drink this fast. I want to sip
No,
this.
you
I
can
wanna
take some
enjoy
time.
it.
We have
Just-
time. I'm being slow. I'm posting about it right now.
good.
Actually, we can.
Good.
I'm
You're
torn
good.
because I want to keep drinking it, but I want it to last. Like, how do I solve this problem?
Get some more. Fuck.
I could throw it on one of my flight plans in the next couple of months.
Please do.
You won't be
You're
let
like,
down
hey,
if you go.
hey, I'm flying to Texas. I'm gonna go to Denver first.
Yeah, you get the
I
layover in
need a
Denver to go to
one-day
Texas from
layover.
Indiana. Yeah.
Yep.
Go
That
west
works.
to go south. Yeah.
By the way, I've been making a lot of one-way trips because the flights are cheaper when you do it that way.
Oh yeah.
You catch a lot of shit when you're going through. Yeah, well, and I have
Like
some
what?
marks. I have some marks. I'm TSA pre-check, and they still pull me aside.
Really? Just on the one ways?
What the hell do you do?
I got caught bringing a bunch of counterfeit stuff back from China 15 years ago, and it's still hanging with me.
That's amazing. It's totally believable.
Dude, we were on a cruise like 3 months after.
Story time.
Literally everyone on the cruise ship just breezes through, and my wife goes in a different line from me. She's like, I am not going through check. They look at my shit and they're like, come over here to this room. I'm like, fuck, it's gonna be like this forever. And it was for 10 years. My wife would not go through any check with me because they're like,
I think that's a true story.
oh no, that
do
is all
too,
true. And it was a random check, and it was my last
What did you bring
time.
over?
I brought 2 full sets of golf clubs, about 15 purses between
What were you
Louis
doing,
Vuitton.
reselling
Did
this
you
shit?
sell that?
No, I was poor. I was buying shit for my wife.
Yeah, that was like the
I
next
was
5 years
buying
of gifts.
for like the next 3 years.
Yes. I know exactly where he was.
Yeah, buying gifts. The golf clubs were for me, honestly. But the purse, maybe a purse was for me. You don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
That was like my $15 starter jacket from Korea.
See?
But my brother's in the military, so they don't check their duffel bags.
Yeah. Well, and you know what?
You're gonna be a dick if we could check a military guy's duffel bags.
I had flown that same flight 40 other times that year. The last time.
Did you go once a week?
Damn near.
I was over there for a month. Not 40 times, 20 times. Because I was there for 2 weeks, back for 2 weeks, there for 2 weeks for a full year.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Damn.
And
you couldn't
the
just
last
stretch that
time-
out? You had to get it all in one comeback to get checked?
Well, no, I brought stuff back every single time.
Oh,
it was
you-
just the last time.
That was
You
the
only
one he got
once.
caught.
Okay.
The one time I had something for myself, the golf clubs, I got
Hey,
caught.
he's still giving her gifts that he brought back.
Hey, don't check that storage unit over there off 96th Street.
Is it the gift that keeps them? Never mind.
Yeah, no,
No, that's,
it cost me
hepatitis.
$100 a month.
Got from Hong Kong.
Pete, will you stop giving me Ed Hardy purses? That closed like 5 years ago.
This isn't in anymore. What is in? What is in?
I probably got that color in the shop. I mean, I could probably get that color.
Oh, God. I'm so happy. Mostly because when he said that, it wasn't even like, normally Pete will give you shit and you're like, is that real or not? This was what I immediately went, that's a true fucking story.
You know when I know you're bullshitting? I knew he was telling the truth.
Yeah, that was very much Pete ain't bullshitting on this one. No, that's a Pete story if I've ever heard one.
Yup.
Holy shit. That beer is fucking incredible. It's a 5. I don't care. I know
Oh,
you're
I'll go
but it's a
first.
5.
Yeah, thanks for.
a five. It's a
Bird
five.
dogging your thunder, huh?
I was really thinking it was like a 3-2. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and give it then.
Yeah. It's a 5. But if I give the 3-2, I'm kicking the leg out right under from you then. Because once you hit the ground, I'm taking off. I know you're not going to get me.
And yeah, it's a 5.
That is
Ain't no other score for that.
just wow. I know we've given them 5s before, and we've also given them a bad score. I say a because it has just been
There's one.
once. But
Imagine,
holy shit.
Imagine this. That's the same proof as like peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
Well, depends
hard
on
alcohol.
depends on the peppermint schnapps.
No, but like the
There-
shit we grew
If
up
it's
on was like
Rumble,
40.
Rumpy's 100.
No. But what we grew up on, the cheap shit,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're sneaking
The gas
it from
station
places.
shit.
Yes, it was 40 proof. That's what
Oh, yeah.
this is.
This
oh,
is
I'm
lager.
sorry, 38.
Yeah,
Oh,
39.
39.
This is stupid. Oh my goodness.
That was amazing.
5 out of...
See, I wish I knew how good the beer, Nick's beer was. Because if I knew it was going to be a little off, I would say, don't rinse mine out. So I can have a little bit
Right.
of that in there
Just
to
let
help
it-
it.
So based
Let it
on the
linger.
brewery, I
Yeah.
would go that's still going to be a good beer.
Okay.
It's going to be lacking in flavor depth after being behind a barley
I
wine.
figured you put it behind the barley wine for a little bit of palate cleansing.
I did. That was kind of the plan. Yeah. Which kind of screws it just a little bit, but whatever.
But
I'll be honest.
Was that a period or a comma?
I think it was a question.
It was a,
I'll be honest.
You know what? I will say I did say that with a question mark completely. There wasn't an explanation point behind there.
Even a
Or
period.
Not even a comma. Like there was more to come.
Ugly Pete has struggles with reading. He struggles with grammar. It's fine.
No.
We've
I
established this
understand all those. I just
I didn't
can't
say you
do
didn't
them when I can't do them when I'm drunk. And you know what? Hey, Ugly Pete has not been powering through vodka sodas before he comes to the show.
Well, that's good.
So that's been good.
fact. That's good.
so what are you drinking instead?
Tequila.
I made.
Wait, you
I
cut out
made-
the soda?
I made.
Did you cut out the soda?
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much liquid. I had to pee all the
Yeah,
time.
just
Just
damn
about
calories, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Did you cut out the soda?
That's funny.
All right, so our next beer is Porter by Russian River Brewing.
Please tell me that's all it's called.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
it.
No, I wasn't kidding. It's just Porter.
Porter.
5.7%.
What type of beer
My
is
bad,
it?
5.75%. Didn't want to short them.
Wow.
It's a porter.
Precise.
It's 5.8. I round up.
Russian River is from Sonoma County, California. That's
Rosa.
Santa Rosa and Windsor. Evidently, it's in both.
Remember the spinoff from Corbel.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
Yeah.
It was canned on the 30th of September, 2022. So it's a porter, not too old for a porter, but
So it was 3 weeks old when I bought it.
yeah.
I was just gonna make a bank joke. Hopefully, they're still in business.
They are.
They're not a.
Well, you think that? Have
No,
you talked
they
to
are.
them since Friday?
It's posted about them almost daily.
Okay.
They're one of those breweries that's just like, it is God among beer drinkers.
Maybe they didn't tell their PR person that they're laid off.
That'd be
That's
funny.
horrible.
And lighter note, we just got Philip Town jumped on.
What's up, Philip Town?
Philip!
Says, I thought that was Ben Savage. Not sure who Ben Savage is myself, but
Wait, what?
says, I thought that was Ben Savage.
Which one is Ben? Which Savage brother is he? Is the one that was on?
Well, there's Fred Savage.
So Ben is the one that was on. Shit.
He was on shit?
Boy Meets World, right?
I don't know.
It's one of the Savage brothers was on.
I
that.
didn't have.
That means
cable.
I should have a lot more money than I.
Yeah.
I had
called-
channel
the-
29 and 23.
Called
Yeah.
Same here.
The
I'm-
Ben
Farmer's
Savage
Five.
was on Boy Meets World.
You know what? I've been called way worse. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's not awful.
He's still ugly though.
But the real name of his...
Have you
of his-
seen me?
He's not called Ugly Pete for nothing.
That's not awful.
No.
That's a decent comparison. Big
I
forehead,
still got
big
somebody
forehead
to
hair
marry
that goes
me.
high.
He is
Dude, this
clean shaven.
forehead.
You got a badass to marry you too.
Yeah.
When are we going to get her on the show?
Hey, she said she was going to come tonight. She was like, I will.
That's
after the
drive
show?
you-
That's later.
No.
I'm married.
No.
I was giving you some credit.
And I'm
man.
going to be gone for a whole week after tonight.
So you got to do it.
Oh,
Bow, chicka,
let's
bow,
talk
bow.
about the beer because I'll tell you about my week and you guys will be mad at me.
It's another clear beer.
It actually is for a porter.
Porters are thinner than stouts.
I know, but still, like, people get lazy on porters.
Not them.
Not
It's
them.
really good.
Yeah.
Nice roast level, high drinkability.
Perfect body.
Yeah.
575.
Yeah, that's exactly what it should be at a 5.75.
It's not too much to go on. It's pretty crushable for a
While
portable.
still having a big flavor.
Yep. You're like it's a big gulp crushable.
Yeah.
You're not gonna just power through it, but you're
No,
like
you take about 3 or 4 big gulps, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden
they're
you're like down to this much in your glass, and
you're
you're
like,
oh
oh,
god damn it!
I got backwash left in there. All right, I need another one.
How the fuck did I do that already?
This is like I'm sitting in the forest with the tree leaves being orange and yellow and red, and it's just fall. And
John, do you have your shotgun tool down here? or somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere.
It's called the Kraken.
I kind of want to crack it on camera today, and mine's in my car, and I don't want to go get it.
I'll have to find it.
If
I
you
don't
can
know
find it
exactly where
quickly.
Okay.
Okay. I just thought it'd be fun.
This
I'll do a warm champagne velvet.
No beer cocky this time because we got a good tool.
Dude, which, in case we don't get to show it today, in case you can't find it, it is, look at our Instagram. We do have a couple posts about it. It is the best shotgun tool I've ever seen. It pierces a can faster and cleaner than anything I've ever seen. It doesn't have any spillage. You shotgun faster than humanly possible. Like,
Because it got that big hole.
it's essentially, it
It's
basically
got that big
turns,
hole.
it's a shotgun tool that almost lets you drink like a beer bong. Like, it flows that well.
It does flow that well. It was great. It worked really well.
I may or may not have crackened 4 or 5 like vodka mixed drinks and tequila mixed drinks before we ever went into the beer fest a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice. Is that the historian one?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
See, I pay attention. Tell my wife I paid attention to something.
Something else you need to be paying attention to then.
What, time?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is as classic of a porter as you can get.
That's the definition of what a porter's supposed to be.
I'm actually slow drinking this because I really like it compared to the first four.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. So far, we have hit second half of this show.
Oh,
Fucking
hour two.
running.
Always, definitely gonna be fired tonight.
And you can't say always, because
No.
we've had some rough hours
I went back
before,
tonight.
where we've
Yeah.
done the like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Pete's been on one of those shows where hour 2 sucked so bad. We did
What else did
we
we
did the
have
like,
back there?
let's just grab a River North real quick,
Right.
and we'll
Do some redemption and
Fremont River North shit like that. Let's just grab one of those and we can redeem ourselves.
yeah.
Since you go first, I
gonna
am
score?
going to.
No, what's best is I've been
Well
thinking
played.
you would do that this entire time.
So I have to say, after following up what we had before,
I was worried.
it's even better than what I want to rate it, because I'm gonna rate it for what I taste.
Yeah.
But coming after that, it should be rated higher.
Like,
I mean,
I'm
it really
impressed.
should.
I'm impressed with this flavor and still standing out on its own. We just had a massively
the 19
flavorful, high ABV barley wine.
And the 575 porter?
Following it up, it should struggle. It stood out still.
And everybody's
yes.
like, "Look at this! It's fantastic.
I'm-
It's a good beer for what it is."
I'm giving it a 4.75. That's one of my favorite porters I've ever had.
I'll agree. 475. It's not quite Jingle My Tingles top, but
Well, and what's funny is I'm not sure why it's not, but it's not. I'm giving it a 4.75.
It's hard to give a porter a 5, regardless. But I will give it a 4.75. It's as close as it's going to get. And by the way, I like how they just named their
I'm gonna
beer
revise.
porter.
Porter.
I'm
They're
gonna
like, "Hey
revise.
guys, what do you?"
You're giving it?
if I was going to give a porter a 5, it'd be this one.
Okay, look, he just fired.
I'm
shot
staying
off
with my
five.
4.75. I'm staying with my 4.75. The average stays at 4.75. By the way, technically we didn't ask you on Father Time, but what would be your last beer of the barley wine? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's the main reason.
You guys roll up real quick.
Yeah.
You guys talk.
Now, Porter, what are you going to give this one? Like, because Matt's the one that dogs porters. He dogs porters for not being a stout. I want to know
Well,
what
it's
this
less
is.
that I dog as much as like
He dogs them. Don't let him lie.
I don't like them as much as stouts personally. It's a personal thing because I'm like it's not a stout. I'm like it's so close for me. Like all right, so you don't like scotches? There's like varying degrees of scotch. One scotch is like just
Every once in a while I find one I like, but it's rare.
one tastes very there's like kind of 4 branches I've learned of scotch. One is basically like just like bourbon. I'm like, well, why do that? I can get bourbon. And that's kind of the way I feel with a lot
Why
of
pay the
porters.
extra amount?
Yeah, I kind of feel the way the porters like it's close enough without getting there. So that's why I usually am not a porter guy. And this one's very well done, but again, I'm like, you guys are saying how flavorful and robust it is. I'm like, but from what I'm used to with like my stouts and stuff, like it's not quite there for that flavor range. So depending on what you're looking for, but if you're a porter fan, Pete is burning a hole in my forehead. I can feel it.
I'm thinking of a new drink. So go.
I thought you were gonna regale us.
No. I'm gonna fire away when you're done, telling me your wrong score.
Well, that's fine. I can appreciate the quality and the craftsmanship and everything of this. This is a well-made beer, But with my personal flavors and apprehensions, this is not something I would seek out. So I can't give it over a 4. I gotta give it a 3.75 for me. It deserves probably better, but
delay.
Stop.
There it is.
So
was that boobs?
No,
it's all boobs. So
moves.
I will say, so while we're still thinking about this, you like stouts,
Love
right?
'em.
Do you drink Irish car bombs?
Yes.
I do not, because
I got real excited there.
I'm not a chugger, and the curl
Oh my
factor
god, this
doesn't
in a
work
car
out
bomb.
well.
So no, not we do bourbon in the porter and come up with a new name.
Now that again,
Yeah, see, oh,
I could go for it, but I can't. I'm not a strong
just grew a
chugger.
little bit.
It's like I can't swim. I'm not a strong chugger. Like there's things I can and can't do. I know chugging is not one of my strong suits.
Dude, he struggles.
Yeah, I'm not a.
Okay, we'll do a mini one. We'll do a kiddie version for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that I could do.
can we drop a thimble into a shot
And then-
glass?
All right. Well, how about this?
Oh my god,
Actually,
how about
I'm doing that now.
how about
Holy shit! How's not that not a thing?
how about I see
Drink Everclear in the thimble.
No.
what
You make the shot glass with a little mini like
that
thimble
works out.
already in the
Oh
bottom,
my
and you
God.
pre-pour it and then go.
What if I tweak your drink? All right, so like a Boilermaker's got the shot that you turn upside down. It just kind of tips out as you drink it, right? What if you did something like that with like the whiskey in this? It was like upside down, so it just kind of tipped as you drank, as opposed to trying to slam it all back. That I could do.
John's
maybe.
missing some $1 million ideas.
Yeah.
Here. He can't find it. That's sad.
It's not where I thought it was.
Damn.
Can't find it.
So, but I do want to say I am going to try that this weekend.
Let me know how it tastes.
Because, back to our conversation before the show started, what are you going to do? Put some extra booze in it. Trailer
Extra
park it
booze.
up.
So
Don't worry about it, John.
when
We'll
you
do it
don't
next
know
week.
if something's going to be good or bad, add more booze.
Yeah.
You need the right booze.
Monday nights are my night
Gotta
off,
find the
so
right kind of
Tyler
fit
might
the-
get
yeah.
weird once in a while.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah. So, by the way, I start nights Tuesday night. I'm working third starting Tuesday night.
Tomorrow
through
Tuesday or
Saturday.
next Tuesday?
Tomorrow Tuesday.
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
So, tomorrow at 11 p.m., I will go to work.
The gay bar's open that late?
Oh, dude.
Okay.
No,
Oh, they're
it's
24.
it's
They're
the new
just
strip
really
club.
hitting it that point.
They're really hitting it. They only go in through the back door. Go.
Damn straight. Mine's always open. But,
That's
24/7.
China buffet caused that issue.
actually, I prefer Yummy Buffet for
Yeah,
that.
Wow. I feel
Or
dirty.
Yips.
Matt, why did you
Anderson.
give that
See?
No! No!
What'd you give that porter?
I
he
wouldn't
never
search
said.
it out, so I gave the highest I could without search out. I'm a 3.75.
Such a fucking loser.
I know I'm probably wrong for what it is, but
You
at
are.
the same point, I feel like I scored it appropriate for me.
We're trying to come up with a new drink where you drop another booze into a porter, like a bourbon. Instead of an Irish car bomb, we call it a Kentucky favorite or something. I don't know.
What?
Kentucky gangbang. Make it 3 boozes.
Nah, you can't.
No, 'cause
because
I-
it
You go like
needs,
a bourbon
it needs to
cream.
involve a trailer
that
park
too
in
close
I
Dark
was
to
saying
ice
you said we got to
cream?
trailer park it up, so we got to
They got
involve
brown
trailer park
jug.
somehow.
Yeah, we can figure that one out. It could be
Brown jug or some sort of caramel flavored
All right,
shot.
I have a name, but it's way too close to what's going on in.
A peppermint could be good actually too.
What, in California again?
No,
We can
not
give it a break.
California.
This one's Russian.
maybe railroads and
Oh,
whatnot.
Jesus.
We could call it the German
got derailed.
train crash.
You were an awful person, and I love it.
Really
Thank
thought you
for
were gonna say
being you.
something about a train, and
Hey,
I
they're
think
not
you're
crashing
different.
there; they're crashing here.
Oh, I know.
See?
Anyway, this is Goose Islands,
Oh, it
Bourbon
smells-
County.
Wait, the toxic
It's-
derailment?
It's not-
Ooh.
See?
Write that one down.
And that would be a great band name too.
I feel
That
bad about
would.
it.
Drink /
Band.
band.
Yes.
And- hold on, hold
or
on.
sex move.
/ shirt. hey, / shirt / sex move.
It covers all the bases, yeah.
That's when your drugs fall out during the finish.
All right, we are absolutely making a shirt for this.
And let's define this so we can put it on Urban Dictionary.
I think Pete just did.
For the sex move party, did
Yeah.
I got that.
I mean, it's at least 4 things, and one of them's defined.
All right, so anyway, this is the Bourbon County brand coffee stout, aged in bourbon barrels with coffee added. It's the 2022 variant. Made with Intelligentsia Burundi Turharamwe coffee beans.
No mold.
That's all right. Tyler, you're a Harry Potter nerd. Are you sure you didn't just cast a spell?
I think I might have, but no, it's Burundi Turhamwe coffee beans.
He did.
Why do you have a giraffe's head?
Brewed and bottled by Goose Island. This one is only to develop for up to 2 years. They have learned. For coffee, they have learned.
If you didn't notice, I was showing
I
the
saw.
caps
Yeah.
to the camera.
Ooh,
Just
speaking of which,
Mold free.
it went behind.
just a little long.
Ah,
First time for everything.
going behind.
Not a little long.
Oh,
I appreciate it. His was better.
Because definitely not.
It got quiet. It got quiet. What was the ABV again? We were cracking jokes while you were reading shit.
Honestly, I don't remember.
And I apologize.
There's a chance I didn't even read it.
Really?
There's a good chance.
13.2%.
And then what was the barrel? They usually give a
There's
a
no barrel
code.
on this one.
The Hammer
No.
Robbie.
It gives a QR code.
yeah. All there is a Harry Potter spell and coffee.
So somewhere in this,
Habeas corpus?
I've never heard of that.
so
I'm pretty sure that might be
just to let
something
you guys
like-
It might be
let
legal.
let,
He has something
let
for
the
us.
internet world know.
I don't believe
Somewhere in the serial number that they print on that's different for each one of these labels, it tells you the barrel that it came from. So the brand.
Well, the only thing I can see that would
Really?
tell you is maybe GI.
Yes.
This Goose Island.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
I can't think
but-
of it.
Let me see.
But it could be in the number. They might have changed it here recently,
06 September of 24,
which would have been last year.
1422.
I'm telling you, they used
Maybe
to
some of
put
the
it on
numerals
there,
equates
and it
to a
caught,
barrel
and
code,
they
like,
probably got in
system.
trouble.
They might have stopped doing it.
They might have did it because they got in trouble. Think about it, because
Done
you're
it.
letting people know that it's in
Hey,
Buffalo Trace barrels.
By the way, I love how they put the originators of bourbon barrel aging.
Are they?
They were early in the game.
They were
They were
Are they the
early.
originator?
I don't
The
know.
thing is,
I can't say one way or the
maybe,
other.
and then if somebody argues, they're like in Chicago.
Well, and also prove that you beat us.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can.
He's a water
No, I mean,
technologist.
no, but I meant for them, it's like a small brewery. It's like, no, I didn't. Prove it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
dude, I'll counterfeit some stuff. I've got you. By the way, small
Pete
brewery
knows a
that would
guy.
screw over Goose Island. Let me know. I know a guy or
The
two.
most Pete shit ever.
right.
Well, Goose Island is now they're Anheuser now, right?
I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't be screwing over Goose,
Yeah.
you'd be screwing over Anheuser.
Great.
You have to lawyer up for that one.
That's
You
That's
better have your shit
By
together.
the way, that's why I have a lawyer on retainer.
I mean,
They might have 30.
after having been to Coors Brewery and seeing one of the nation's biggest breweries, and what I've heard about the other
So
nation's
fucking
biggest
boring.
brewery,
Dude, it's weird. Coors, boring as shit.
Yeah.
Big ass. I mean, there's really cool stuff inside.
big
don't
ass
get me wrong.
blocky
But
utilitarian
big
building.
ass, like straight up prison looking building.
Yeah.
Anheuser, cool as shit. It's pretty.
It's like
Well-
it's like Coors. We want to contrast with our environment. That's very pretty and awesome. So we're gonna be
modern.
Prison.
Yeah.
yeah, like straight up, it's a prison building.
and Coors and Anheuser is just like we're in St. Louis. That's
They
a
have-
shithole.
They have
Well,
horse.
We need to make it look pretty.
It's the difference between you're the gateway to the West, right? Anheuser, and then your Coors. There was nothing up there forever.
Gold mines
And so, and,
with no gold.
and guess what? They don't
Just
give
a
a
little
shit what the brewery looks like. Just give me my beer. It needs to be ice cold because it
It
sucks.
is really cool that the stream or river goes right through the middle of the goddamn.
Straight up through the
It
brewery.
does.
Yeah.
But no, it cracked us up because, like, legitimately, like, I've been to Anheuser, they haven't, and I straight up, I walk up, we're like, they just went function. We're gonna build the biggest, cheapest, functional building ever. Fuck pretty, and I loved it. It makes sense, but it was just at the same time like such a contrast when you're thinking of the top 3 biggest breweries in the world. Like, it's such a big difference.
Well, when it comes down to it, think about it. Nobody ever said, "Man, you know what? We're gonna plan a vacation around going to Coors."
It's also fair.
Or
mean,
then I
we
do
kinda
love
did,
I
but-
do love
No, we didn't.
I do love a hand grenade like no other.
Coors Banquet, baby.
Man,
Yeah.
at banquet
Having
even-
it fresh there.
Oh, dude, we
Peter.
had fresh banquet there because the
And
only
it
place
was-
they make
was
banquet.
it
Had
amazing?
fresh Coors Light there.
Well, but yeah, but the
Could've
only
been.
place they do
Cold
banquet,
is
they
freshest.
were all both fantastic.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
not been there.
yeah.
I mean, for what they are,
Yeah.
it's,
The only place they do banquet is in the one at Gold. Coors Light has multiple locations it's brewed at. So, like, we could see a big difference between Coors Light brewed there versus Coors Light brewed in Virginia, which we get
Coors
here.
Light brewed there tasted like
It started getting sweeter like banquet. But the banquet there was just like straight air. Like, it's the same as you always get, but it was so fresh that we're like, this is fun. Like, and then the Coors Light straight up, John and I both did the like, I don't want to like this as much as I do. Like, I like Coors Light, but how much I
you're
enjoyed
you're
that
not,
beer was
you're
like...
not trying to like garbage beer and fill
It was
fill
just
that
kind of like
in.
I'm here on a beer
Not a
vacation,
craft beer.
and this is our craft beer vacation.
Hey, they had
and
craft beer there.
They did. They have a small like craft brewery that brews
Denver only.
only in that location and only supplies the like Colorado area.
yeah, Colorado.
And just to let you know, right now, for the last 4 weeks, there's been a hand grenade shortage in Indiana.
How much that's your fault?
Actually, I've only bought 2 cases, so
He's like, I only bought 300 cases.
Yeah, you said you
It's
I've
fine."
switched.
I've
You
only
switched
been
from vodka
drinking
soda.
out.
Did you go to hand grenades, motherfucker?
I did go to hand grenades, and you know
I do
what?
love a good. The only problem with hand grenades, they do fill you up a little bit. Other than that,
You know the
fantastic.
good part is it fits your hand better. It's a
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
it
bigger.
does, yeah.
It's not a little bitch bottle.
Well, that's why I like the 18-ounce bottles.
it's like
of course.
Is that what we're comparing John to now? Is the hand grenades?
Holy shit!
I don't know.
Wow,
Let me give
Tyler
you a
looked
hug
at his
and get
hand
in
like,
there.
yeah, that checks out.
That fits.
It's not a soup.
Oh, I did
can.
that on purpose.
It's not a soup.
Oh no,
can. It's-
he's the short Pringles can, like straight up.
We're talking about his height, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. all wiener jokes are saved for hour 3.
No, we
Which
don't do those anymore.
Yeah, we should drunk movie reviews instead.
That was when I used to bring all.
I'm
the
not
bourbon.
religious, and even I'm like,
Hour 3.
That's when I brought all the bourbon. They used to get.
That was also when we didn't have to go to work till 2 hours later than normal.
COVID was a very convenient time for drinking.
It's
Yeah.
a dark time.
So much fun.
That's the thing is, I hate how much fun I had in COVID.
No,
Like,
I don't.
As much as the world went to shit, like I had so much fucking fun.
You know what? I just realized what people suck and what people don't. It made it easier.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Yeah, we had a blast. You're like,
So, I was thinking about reining this back in about 4 times now. I think I will this time.
all right.
Normally with a coffee flavor style, I'm getting to the point where
I was really speaking of like
This
the hour
is
third
normally
place,
my
yeah.
job, and John's like, shit,
We're
Tyler's
drinking
not
a
doing
coffee
it.
flavored stout.
We're gonna tease like the
I
movie for the
normally
week?
like. Am I getting green pepper out of it? It's the very first thing I start to look for anymore. This one I'm not.
I get almost an espresso style flavor, so not true coffee, but a nice espresso bitterness at the end, a little bit of richness, adds to that barrel really well.
There's a bit of coffee
compliments that
bitterness for
barrel
me.
very well.
It complements that barrel really well.
There's a richness.
I
in the
like
mouthfeel.
I like Bourbon County.
I do.
I buy a lot of the beers every release. Now I make sure I'm not the guy that shows up like day of. I go like 2 days later and see
You
what's
mean on
left.
Black Friday?
Yeah,
I go out the same day, but I don't go like 8 o'clock in the morning or earlier.
Oh, I'm working this time on Black Friday night. I'm gonna be dead to the world. I'm working both Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Oh.
Time and a half, baby, for a holiday I give zero shits about. Let's go.
Time and a half's worth it.
Yeah.
And you wake up in time for turkey anyway, so.
Dude, it's a win-win. I'll come here, eat turkey, go home, go to sleep, wake up, go back to work. It's fine.
I for Bourbon County, what I normally do is get people to go buy it for me, and then I cook food for them, so I don't
good.
have to.
Fair trade.
I'd rather watch a brisket than stand in line for beer. 'Cause I don't have to watch a brisket. I just say I have to.
You
Don't tell my
people,
wife. Don't tell my wife that I don't have to watch
This
a
is the
brisket.
one time she watches.
And please don't tell her it does. It takes less than a case of beer of drinking to.
I
Oh,
won't,
we just got a comment. Busted. No.
I won't
That
lie.
would have been no. My favorite, if anybody was going to do it, it'd been Leo. Leo'd been like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Dad, how much you gonna pay me not to say shit?"
I won't lie. There's a reason that I kind of rely on Smo for some of these things.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'll tell you what. This is very enjoyable. It's again, feel like the barrel and the coffee turned into almost an espresso style, and I love that. Shit, that's good. John, you were first. God, it's a great hour too.
It is. It's fantastic. I am debating. I love the coffee. Can be hit or miss for me. I'm not a coffee drinker. I think this one's done very well. Creamy, great mouthfeel. I am going to go a 4.5.
I'm gonna go 4.75. I really want to give it a 5. There's just something that I can't find out what it is. I wish I was smarter to figure out what that is. It's something holding me back. Maybe it's past experiences almost dying. Maybe that everybody goes nuts over it, and I already just give it shit because everybody likes it. But at the same point, it's really good. It gets 4.7.
My favorite's the beer pages that they bitch about Bourbon County. Oh, it's an Anheuser product now.
It's no longer craft, it's no longer independent.
Hey, who the fuck cares? It's still fucking good.
You know what? Hey, so for all
That
the
same
people,
guy probably has a fridge full of Bud Light.
So for all the people that the crap people that bitch that they got bought out, the people that started a brewery did not start it because they like making beer. They started because they like making beer and they want to make fucking money.
Oh, I can tell you right
and
now.
then guess what happened? They started making money and somebody goes, "We'll give you a lot of money for your stuff." And you go, I want to be generational wealthy. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey,
John
I'm McCormick's. I want to buy big spices.
Yes. There you are.
John and I have talked about it. Like, of course, we don't make money right now. I mean, we make bukus. You should buy us. But we've talked about before. Like, we love doing this. This has been so much fucking fun. But if somebody walked up and went, oh, shit, they wouldn't even have to be that big a number, but say, hey, I'll give you $1.25 million for your live cast. John and I'd be like, where do we sign? Oh, we're 50% owners. We both have to sign, but like you literally just circle
Can you
X.
include $10 for Matt?
Fuck that guy.
No, IT's
No,
always
actually, part of the deal, a beer stipend for Matt. They have to give him a number to pay for beer for the next like.
Wait, I have to pay?
Well,
they pay you like
$100 a week for the next 20 years only for beer.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting roped in like
That's
the sale.
actually a really good fucking.
That's a really good
Oh
deal.
my god, that's a great
That's a
deal.
lot of fucking beer.
$100 a week for
You have
20
a $400
years.
a month beer budget? Fuck yeah, I do.
But Matt would be like, hey, I got the beer this week at Total Wine. Why? Because, motherfucker, I haven't spent my hundo, and it's Friday. Or, I banked that shit till the end of the month. We got 4 bills. Let's go, guys.
Who in this room spends under $100 in beer a month? Yeah, thank you.
No, a month? Like, well, if we average it, no.
Are you talking about just like beer purchases or like alcoholic consumption, like out and
No,
about too?
I'm. You know what?
No,
I'm gonna say
I'd say out about like because
no.
There
I'm way
There
over.
are
If I
months
gotta
I
go
spend
by, like,
less, but there's
cases?
also months I spend very far north. So I would say, average, I'd say over.
Okay.
I had a house payment one time on Tavor. Learned that lesson.
You did. That is a thing.
Yeah. So did Kelly though. It wasn't just me.
Kelly
Kelly should have learned from me already.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greatest thing about Tavor is you get charged right away.
Worst
So if
thing
you
about
have the
Tavor.
money, you get charged right away. You have it. You know, it's flat rate shipping. You're good. Problem is if you don't realize it's that way.
If you have that,
If you don't
impulse control
self-monitor.
issues and you've built up a habit of adding things to the cart but never buying it because that's your way of satisfying your impulse control, you're fucked.
Yeah, Kelly did that. She ended up, and Kelly doesn't drink beer like we do. Well, funniest thing ever was I get invited over for a dinner one night, not long after they got their beer, and she's like, "So Tyler, do you want a beer?" And I'm like, "Actually, I've been drinking a lot lately. Like I was like, I'll have one in a little bit, but let's eat." And she's like, "Tyler, do you want a beer?" I'm like Kelly, like I'm like, it's not that big a deal. They usually don't have a ton of beer there, and I'm like, it's fine. She's like, "Tyler, do you want a beer?" I'm like, "Yes, I want a beer." Like, what the? Matt walks over and goes, "Pick one," and I just went, "Oh shit!" And she goes, "I fucked up." She goes, we barely made our house payment.
Did the gold light shine on?
Pretty
Like,
much. And my favorite part is she literally goes, "We barely made our house payment." She goes, I didn't realize what was happening.
And by the way, we're charging.
By the
you
way,
to eat
We
at our
haven't
house
eaten in
tonight.
3 weeks.
It is a 4.5 average. I'm a 4.5. Like it's a fucking stupid good beer. I can't go higher than that, but it's a damn good beer. Matt, what would you have given it?
I'm not in love with it as much as you guys.
I was over 50% on
Ooh,
Asking
look
today.
at that.
Even no matter what happens on the next one.
I'm gonna give it a 4, but that's a little more than I feel like I want to give it.
So I understand that because everybody hypes it up so much.
It was pretty good, but for me the coffee was a little like that, coffee astringency at the end of it that I didn't quite, or the bitterness that came out of it. Like I didn't really care for it as much personally on the finish, but
So the coffee taste.
I don't even think it was much,
And Matt, don't get me wrong. I understand you.
Yeah.
I understand you. I don't agree, but I understand where you're coming
The
from.
nicest thing Pete's ever said while disagreeing with someone.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I've grown.
Has it been that long?
Tyler?
I want people
I'm
to
trying.
explain things to me, and then I will go, I still don't understand, but I understand where you're coming from. I don't understand it, though.
yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. Like it was good, but it wasn't like top tier.
I
for
don't
me.
understand why you're wrong.
We can disagree, and it's fine. I respect everyone's opinions.
Hold
For
on.
for all the stouts we've had on here,
No,
that was
no,
not
no,
top
we're
tier.
good.
to me. And with other bourbon counties that we've had, even this
Whoa.
year, I've liked other bourbon counties way more than that one. We also got Kevin Griver on. What's up, boys? He says,
What's
"What's
up,
up,
buddy?"
woo? Pup dog."
Groover, glad you're doing well health-wise. Welcome back to the land of the amazingness.
Yes.
Was he on his
He,
deathbed?
nah, he just had a little health thing. It's fine.
Oh,
No big deal. But
alright,
he's,
glad to hear you're back,
he's
man.
back to being the Kevin that we all love and know and being a fucking badass like always. Slinging those beers over at Hoosier.
Woof, woof. Any Hoosier?
I said Hoosier.
2 times?
2 Toms? You meant?
I did.
He meant 2 Toms.
No, Kevin's at...
2 Toms.
2 times.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there's only 2 of them. There's not 3. It's 2 Toms.
Wait, no.
Actually, there's only
Kevin
one.
did not have a health scare. I had the wrong person in my head. I had Kyle in my head
Oh.
from
Oh.
Hoosier.
Oh.
Kyle from Hoosier had a health scare. Kevin did not. Kevin's probably sitting there going, did
Kevin
Tyler know
does-
something I did?
He's like, should I have had a surgery? Shit!
Kevin,
I
my
missed
bad.
something.
Kevin, it's been one of those weeks.
By the way, Hoosier's beer is so good that you'll forget about your surgeries you got to go to.
So Kevin's just planning at the magazine cover shoot. So
Yeah, that's the part. Yeah. Sorry, Kevin. I do know who you are. It's been a fucking week and a half. The last
Kevin says still short, can't cure it.
and that's why he is the man. Right there. That is perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't been to the 2 Toms and Fishers,
Go and see Pup
he
Dog.
really is crappy do.
Pup Dog, he is. Pup Dog is one of the
Tell
old
TVG
timers.
yeah, he's
He
an
is
amazing
one of
guy.
those guys that legitimately is just. He loves beer. He loves people. He loves being a part of that world. Check out 2 Toms and Fishers.
I'll even say, when you think about craft beer people in this area, he is definitely a known craft beer personality.
Oh, for
in this
sure.
area.
Speaking of
Also
craft
has a
beer,
podcast
though,
too. You can check out.
real
that they
quick,
do.
this is Brewed and Canned by Masthead Brewing in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. So it probably tastes like dirty water. Sun Killer.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, if I knew this from Cleveland, I would have chose a different beer for my most anticipated.
No, it's from East Palestine. Go.
Here you go. This. Oh wait, no.
Toxic
It was
derailments.
before the toxic.
Before,
derailment. We're
okay.
good. All right, Sun Killer Imperial Stout aged in Blanton's bourbon barrels for 19 months. 15.8%. Yeah, you guys were saying 10 months earlier.
You're losing your share.
I swear, I got a bad eye and a worse eye, man.
Yeah,
You can't get me to read.
Oh, hey, there's actually shit here. Hold on.
There's actually.
It's
shit.
it's only the second time all day there's actually been things for me to read. The leaves begin to fall, the daylight shortens, the shadows lengthen. Many are unsettled by the chill in the air as the wind whips the barren landscape. A select few embrace it. One of our most monstrous stouts has hibernated in Blanton's bourbon barrels. Actually, that kind of worked.
It did.
For 19 months, only to awaken as the sun begins to take its bow. Enter Sunkiller. Embrace the night.
Ooh. The
That sounds like
The
Nightman.
Ender brings it right in.
That's fucking great.
It should be a book. I was like, I don't even know what Sun Killer is.
Nightmare.
Embrace
I
the
was,
night.
or it could be a song.
Fucking.
Yes.
That
That's
actually
the
worked out
intro
really
to-
funny though. That worked out really funny though. That you were making fun of me, and then all of a sudden it's like as I flick
As
you,
it
it's like hibernate. It's like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Alright,
John got
so
lucky.
speaking of clean cans, this has got some cool, just like
It
old
does.
school script
Oh,
on it. It's not old ink, not old E, but it's something like spin off
dirty
of it.
cans, I'll be honest.
And
Oh, they are.
Actually, those are
Actually, those might be. They're in the bubble
those are
bath.
pretty clean.
I will say, apparently,
I don't know, a bath
my-
is just soaking in your own filth, though. So
No, you do it like I do it. You shower first, then take the bath.
I don't think most people do that.
Chocolate syrup, though.
That is true.
I'm not a bath guy, but I would be with.
Yeah,
the beer goddess.
With peekaboozy? Yep.
Be willing to give it the old college try.
Now, see, my knees are in such bad shape that sometimes an Epsom salt bubble bath feels real fucking great. Takes the swelling out.
So when you say Epsom salt bubble bath, you mean you put Epsom
let's
salt
get
in your
away-
fart or what?
Let's get away from Tyler being naked and get back to drinking because there might be people who want to keep their food down tonight.
You'd be shocked at how many people like me naked, damn it.
Give me all 4 of them.
There's more than that, actually. Yes. There's repeat customers.
I have none.
But is it because
I have no repeat
I want to know
customers.
why they?
So, anyways,
No,
Hold on. There you
no,
go.
the first knuckle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All right,
pointing
all
at.
right.
There you go.
A one knuckler?
Hey, no, that's how you do it, though. You go, oh, I'm like... But it looks good when you do that.
It's more of an innie than an outie.
No, it's an Audi, but not by a lot.
That's really just a grower.
so I have to
It's
say,
always growing.
I found out on my can art, apparently I like black gold
Yeah, it's,
combos.
that is really funny.
I all 3 that I like tonight. Apparently, I've got to stick by. So, can art people,
if you want to sell it to Pete,
if you want to sell
Well-
it to me, it's the black gold.
In fairness, this can's all business though, because it's like, here's the brewery, here's the name of the
Syrupy
beer,
without
here's what it
being
is,
syrupy.
and it's
Agreed.
aged in Blanton barrels
I
for
don't know
19
how
months.
I don't know how else, but I don't know how else to describe that.
What'd you
It's
just say?
syrupy without being syrupy.
Well, I mean, it got legs on it, so
Yeah,
it is
but
viscous.
it doesn't really drink syrupy. It feels it briefly and then just kind of goes.
It's-
Nah, I'm kidding.
There's a
viscous
little
but
bit of
not
heat
thick.
in the throat.
See, I'm not getting the heat.
But it just hit me.
Take
A big gulp,
not a big,
a peekaboozy big
a
gulp.
peekaboo,
Oh,
because you'll-
half a
big gulp.
peekaboo.
half a peekaboo,
Okay.
because you'll get it.
So just like
It's
one
just
peekaboo.
right back here, just
Okay.
for a second, but it goes away.
Yeah.
It goes away real quick.
It's like really good hard alcohol. You're like, ooh, it's hot. Nope.
No.
Actually, kind of like that tequila we had.
There it was,
Yeah.
and it's gone.
There it is.
That's
A lot of caramel notes.
It is peekabooey.
man. That is
That is a great
that
way to put it.
that is Cleveland. That is the one time we made it to the fucking playoffs. It's that good.
Oh, you're talking about the Browns. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sad.
Hey,
Yeah, most people forgot about him. It's all right, John.
the Indians
I hate being a
Have
Browns
won.
fan. No, they haven't.
they've won games.
They haven't won no World Series.
Wait, they're the Guardians.
Nope. You shut your mouth.
That's the dumbest name they could have used. But
What,
With the bridge
what did
that
Washington
blocks
change
the
to? The
fiery
Commanders?
river.
Did you
what did
see?
Washington change to? To the Commanders or something?
yeah.
That's a dumb name too.
Yeah, which is
But
worse?
You could have done what the Indianapolis Indians did and get the sport of a local tribe.
You mean like the Atlanta Braves did too?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Literally
oh,
the-
you mean be smart? Oh, but it's Cleveland. Shout out Cleveland.
Wow. Hi, any of you
Hey,
from Cleveland?
but if you're in Cleveland, check out Masthead Brewing. Holy shit. This is fantastic. Honestly, I was excited for it. Blanton barrels, all the stuff we like, big ABV Imperial Stout. I was excited.
You don't get to go first.
But
He
I
does.
saw Cleveland. Oh, no, I'm not.
I know,
first.
actually, I think you're
No,
first.
it's you.
No, it's you.
I just went first last time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know, but
5,
you made me
6,
go first
7,
last time.
8. Yeah, it's you. No, it's 7. How's it?
I
8?
tried to steal it from him, and he
'Cause it's 8.
he stole mine.
we had 8 beers
and I
tonight.
tried to
No, it's
steal
you. It's you.
from- Ah,
Um,
no.
it's you.
So
We got confused. It's fine.
it's
Yeah,
all right.
we've had a 19 point something. We've had
14 point something.
14.
we had the best
Now it's a
porter that we've
13
ever
points
had
up.
on the show
Yeah.
ever.
words and
I'd say
sentences.
that's pretty close, yeah.
Sentences, full sentences, not a thing right now.
So, but no, back to what I was saying though. This beer, I was excited for it, but it's a Cleveland beer. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I didn't say that before I picked
I'm a
it.
huge Browns fan, and
but
even I'm like, oh god, it's from Cleveland. Like, nothing good comes from there. I've had to watch their football team. This is stupid.
Other than like
No, Rock and Roll Hall of
Blanton's,
Fame.
like it's just a base imperial stout in Blanton's,
Yeah.
but
It's a well-made base imperial stout in Blanton's.
Hey, and shout out to Cleveland. They had to pass better cities to take those Blanton barrels to your brewery
And let them use your name.
and let you use it. I mean, shout out to these guys.
Masthead said, "Fuck you, good cities."
Fuck you, Columbus, Cincinnati, like every other city that
Well,
has good
we're on
stuff.
75.
Pittsburgh over there,
Like,
Cleveland.
fucking Toledo. Fuck.
Toodly
like
do.
Louisville,
Hey, that
There's
might
no
be too
breweries
far.
in there, though.
Louisville, fuck
Is
you. We're gonna go straight to Ohio and pass good cities in Ohio as well.
You know what? They probably could have diverted over to Akron and got hit
Akron?
Hoppin' Frog.
To Akron.
Akron.
Speaking of which, have you seen the food post that Hoppin' Frog's been making?
If I do, I'm gonna want to go.
Do we need
I
to
already want to go.
expedite that trip? Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
this needs to be as soon as like baseball season ends. Fall trip immediate.
So like winter.
Fall?
No, fall trip immediate.
Baseball season's so
I
long.
want to go sooner.
There's a chance we can make it sooner. I just got to double
We
check.
just
dates.
have a trip to my house and have good food.
No, it's Hoppin' Frog though has great beer that we were dying to have more of, and then
I don't have that.
and then
Yeah, you cook, so we
I
bring that
just
to
have-
you.
the food they've been
150
posting
bottles of
lately
bourbon.
has been like,
Yeah, you got a
Can't
bourbon
confirm.
kill party, and you have more bourbon after.
well, it's because most everybody left their bourbon.
Right, and it's all on the shelf, not being touched.
And I would.
Because I'm a courteous dude. I threw it all up there for the next party. You guys just got to call me for the next bourbon party.
We'll do it.
We'll
don't
set
worry.
it up.
I
We'll
can
set it
test
up
this
soon.
time. Maybe not put out so many bottles, so the ones we bring to kill might actually die. I think we only killed
Nah,
two.
put them all out.
We only killed 2 bottles that whole night, and there was a lot
No,
of
we
bourbon
killed
consumed.
4.
No,
There was
no.
4.
Was there 4?
No, there were quite a few empty bottles.
Oh,
You
okay, I-
left.
Oh, okay. Afterhand.
There were some
There were some more deaths
seasoned
after.
drinkers sticking around.
Okay,
There
fair
were a
enough.
few other bottles that got killed. I was good. It was the first bourbon party I've ever been to in my life. My wife was not angry at me. So, I mean,
It
that's
also helped that
good job.
she had people she liked there.
No, I just wasn't angry and fighty.
Oh, that's fair.
That's usually...
You do get that way with that.
Yeah.
Back to this beer though.
Set off the fire
Hey,
alarm this time.
back to this beer. Holy shit! Much better than I expected. I love drinking, and there's no adjuncts. It is an imperial stout in a barrel. It is just classy beer.
Oh, Carrie says, "Did you finish the Monk's Road bourbon yet?"
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I might have got it on Sunday after you guys left.
I forgot Carrie was there. That's
Yep. And thank you, buddy. You're always welcome back.
I like the piece. Like, oh, I put them on the shelf. Not that one.
No.
Out of all the 150 bourbons that were there, you remember that
So,
one, and you know that it's gone.
I will tell you. Hey guys,
There was a couple that didn't get saved.
And the Monk is not. There were a lot. There were bourbons like $150 range.
Oh, there
in
was some
price
expensive ass shit.
to like $15. Monk is way below the average.
It was fantastic. I
It was
remember that
good.
one. I remember that one.
If Carrie were to have a bourbon cash out party in the adult sophisticate,
Well, we just tell Pete to load up a few boxes and come on over.
coming over.
Yeah.
There it is.
Guys, this is a fantastic beer, though. I want to make sure we end the night real quick.
Yeah. Sorry.
We can do all our things. We can talk. We can do
with
all the
Pete.
fun shit.
How about that Sweet Pete? You ever get that much?
Nope.
God no. His own wife doesn't call him that.
Sweet Pete.
Damn.
Call
What are you
him
gonna
the
do,
pigs.
John?
So all right,
Oh, it is
I
Pete.
got to vote first. You know what? I'm gonna go 4.75. I really like it. It's not super boozy. It's super light for what it is.
Would you say it's
and the
peekaboo?
can art's phenomenal again. I'm gold.
We need to get a hold of this company, by the way, and just be like, hey, man, we lost our pin. We'd like another tester. We're thinking about ordering some for giveaways. See if we can get another. Because this one's about done.
Oh, that's sad.
Anyway.
Because
Uh,
pens
sure.
are so
I know.
expensive. I know we're not making a whole lot of
It's
money. in
it
this game,
has
but
our name, and it's a great pin.
Let's get a new replacement.
We'll check it out.
All right,
Anyway.
you get to go. You were talking about time.
missing-
You're talking
he's
about
missing
pins.
the free shit. I'm giving it a 4.5. I think it's great. I just can't give it that 4.75.
Carrie says next bottle party can be at the adult sophisticate.
It is the most updated bar in the building.
Yeah.
It's the only bar in his building, right?
That's kind of the point.
Okay.
Can I bring Lydia to make cocktails?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
I'll answer for Karen. Yeah.
Pete or Tyler?
Peter Tyler. It's not a 5, but what is it?
I think because it is that base imperial stout, I think it is done super well. I'm gonna go 4.75.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good.
I mean, by the way, that's the highest I've rated here. I'm usually kind of mean.
You've given some 5s before today. Not very many.
No.
Yeah.
But on
Oh,
average.
consistently? Well, that's not your average. I don't write down your scores, but you are right. The first one, though, you nailed down like I did. We both hammered that first one.
Like it's just a holy grail.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's been a good night. Matt, what would you give that one? He didn't think I was going to do it.
I was like, all right, he forgot it's cool. I'm gonna go with the 4.5.
Fuck me.
I
Can I change my score? No.
I can't put my finger on why, but it's just not cracking that
I'm the same
4.75.
way,
It's
yeah.
not that top tier yet. For what it is damn delicious. And the fact that it's just a base imperial that is barrel aged, got to give it credit. It is well done. It's just not cracking that best category that I've had yet. But it's tickling the door.
I think part of my problem is in my head I was comparing it, and I know we're not supposed to, but I couldn't get away from it. I was doing the Freedom base imperial, like, versus this in my head, and it just wasn't that.
It's just a different beer, but yeah.
I know,
get
but
I
it
get
just, I was trying not to. Like, the whole time I'm like, no, stop it. Stop thinking about that. But like, I couldn't get it out of my head, so I give it a 4.5. Great end of the night. Holy fuck.
I'd say reasonable night across the board, if not above
oh, yeah.
par.
Well, the only reason the first one was a 3 or higher was because his score was so high.
really
Because
like
we
it.
both gave it
I
under a
agreed
3.
with him. I think his
Well,
score
you're
was
wrong,
justified.
so it's fine.
Well, two against two, that means the average should
Nope,
really be more in between.
nope.
So
Guess-
really,
Guess matters more.
that's a tied game
You don't count.
today.
Pete says the guest matters more too.
Yeah,
so.
notice how I use the
Yeah.
correct word.
Yeah, like
Hey,
a
hey,
week
by,
ago
the way,
I counted.
by the way, anybody can be the IT guy.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not even the
joking.
IT guy. You
I
give me
love
too
you.
much credit. I'm
I-
just the button monkey and the
That's
dish
true.
bitch.
All right, so beer of the night, though. Matt, you kick us off.
There are two that
There's
are
a
the best.
few options.
There's two that are the best beers of the night for me, but I'm going to go with the second beer of the night because that was the one that surprised me the most.
The sour,
Yes,
the one very
Wow.
important thought. Never
Yes.
saw that one coming.
that thing kind of
Very good, but never saw
It
that
was
one
it was
coming.
quite delicious. Like
I mean, hell, I gave it a 4. It was very good, but
it sounded good. Like drinking it, it tasted good. Like it pleasantly surprised me with its execution. I thought that was really good.
I gave
and
6 beers a 4 or higher.
And there's a lot
So
that
those
were
cheapest I've ever
kind
been,
of
I think.
established places that I expect something from, and that was one that I don't really know that we've had before. And if we have, I don't.
I
remember
don't
it.
know, Lua.
So
Yeah.
as a strong first entry for me, I would like to see more stuff from them.
John,
A lot of great beer.
See, I can't bird dog whatever John's gonna pick because he always gets mad at me. So
A lot of great beer, but I think the one that
you gave 5 4 or higher, by the way.
I know.
it's a good night.
I think the one that stood out the most
Pete gave 5 as well.
is the porter. Go. The best beer of the night was the River North, and the porter to come out right after that and be as strong as it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that porter stood out. It's the porter.
Would you say it fucks?
That porter fucked.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Pete, you also gave 5 4 or higher today.
So I was going to go.
That is one of your highest nights I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
That's
Hey,
weird.
usually
You're
I'm
welcome.
angry.
That's
I mean,
weird.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
you get shit beers, so
It
you should
just-
thank John.
There's no lawnmower beer that tastes like grass clippings.
I had
bring that
such
up
high
every
hopes for
fucking
that one
time.
still. Like, that's still one of those beers I had such high hopes
Great
for.
label.
Great label.
I think it's over there.
So, anyways, I will go. Anyways, it's in between the Listerman and Porter.
What up, Jake?
The Listerman and Porter. Because it's easy to pick the barrel aged stuff,
Yeah.
but the Porter came in hot. I'm gonna
You
go,
gave the Listerman
That-
Schwarzbier a 4.
I'm
Porter
gonna
was-
give,
Porter
I'm
was
go-
BDE.
I'm going to give the Listerman because they've disappointed me.
Actually, you gave
so
Listerman
much.
4 1/4. I apologize.
Okay. They've disappointed me so much, and they came in with a very, very solid beer for what it was.
It was very fucking tasty.
I just think Rush and River came in and was like, we know
Porter.
River North. is your favorite. We don't give a fuck.
That was impressive. And honestly, the porter was my favorite. Russian River, I expect to be
Great.
amazing. Don't get me wrong. I
Okay.
expect Russian River to be amazing. It's what
Yeah.
they make amazing beer. But when you can take, and the reason they're my beer of the night, when I can have a beer that I'm in love with, that double barrel aged Father Time, like, if I could only drink one beer the rest of my life, there's a good chance it's that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if somebody were to be like, if you could only drink, and there's a couple beers that are some of my all time favorites that I drink constantly.
Yeah.
Pop Slam, always in my fridge if it's around. Like, there's a lot of beers that I drink a lot of. This one, if I had to choose one beer, there's a good chance that double barrel aged Father Time is like my one beer. But that Russian River to stand up to at 5.75 a just porter,
Right.
not a porter with adjuncts, not a porter that's barrel aged, not just a porter.
The fact its name is Porter.
To stand
I really
up
appreciate that.
following that and make me remember it, make me
Yeah.
at the time go damn, and then at the end of the night go, once the beer stuck in my head, fucking porter, what the hell? Like, that is my beer of the night. Was it my highest score? No. It was close. It was 4.75.
Yeah.
But, I mean, damn. How in the fuck does a porter do that?
That beer fucked.
Yeah,
I
that beer
agree.
fucked. I'm very impressed with tonight. We came up with a beer name, /band name, /sex move. You know, a lot of things.
/ t-shirt.
Oh, we're going to make a t-shirt out of it. You know, it's fine.
Is it going to have the definition in all 4 different variants of it? on the
No,
shirt?
we're
Definitions
actually,
on the
no,
back.
no. We're going to do 4 shirts. Or 3 shirts. And it's going to be 3 shirts, and it's going to just be Toxic Derailment, whatever the logo is. And on the back will be the description, depending on which logo you have on the front. And it'll have the new...
I like it.
God, that works. The new definition on the back.
Thad, you listening?
Don't worry, I got that on lock. Other than that, thank you guys. Thank you to Big Pete. Shit, I had it.
Is
Seasoning.
or spicy?
Seasoning.
Big Pete seasoning.
There it is. I started to say spices. I'm like, that's not right. Big Pete Seasoning / Water Performance Technology / Ugly Pete Barbecue. Basically, the badass for being here. We appreciate you. The most visited person on the show.
Woo!
Yes.
It's not as close or not as big a gap as it used to be, but still.
Well, I did take like 6 months off.
Yeah,
It's
you're
gonna be a
not
while
escaping.
before. It's gonna be a while before. It's gonna be a while before he might catches you. We'll put it that way. But thank you to him. Thank you to Indiana on Tap, Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Our drunken shenanigans.
Thank you to all those guys. We appreciate everything. Matt, you got
Jim
something?
Monroe just jumped on and says, good beer night.
Jim shows up literally at the end
Great
every
beer
time,
night,
and I
buddy.
love it.
Or maybe he watches the whole time and just waits till the very end.
Knowing Jim, that's a good chance.
What movie are we doing tonight?
We're doing a movie tonight.
Oh fuck! Did you not watch it?
We're doing a movie. Oh, you mean
But
one of the
dun-dun.
greatest soundtracks to a movie ever?
Yeah.
We are doing none
Your
other
road trip?
than Blues Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even argue that.
Yeah, he's like,
No,
I thought I had it.
it didn't have Scotty Doesn't Know.
But no, Blues Brothers, one of the greatest soundtracks to a film ever. I own that soundtrack.
I'm excited to talk about this.
I downloaded it on Apple a long ass time ago.
Nice.
I listened to it today at work.
It was on my iPod.
On your iPod.
I think it was on like my first
The one
iPod.
where you
Your
the
actually-
Zoom?
white brick.
You had a Zoom
No, I
and
had
it
the white
didn't exist
brick.
anymore?
That like first iPod that was like just a brick.
With the
Yeah.
thumb down.
Challenge to you,
Yeah.
he doesn't remember Zoom.
No,
Zune's,
that is true.
Zune, not
Zune, yes.
And
sorry.
they came out in iPod 2. Nice try. Motherfucker, back off.
I had one.
We came out.
But no, seriously, I'm excited for this. It's going to be a great conversation, I think. And for once, it's been a while, but I think it's a film that maybe we'll all actually agree on kind of how we feel.
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Boom,
get it.
boom, boom.
But other than that, thank you guys. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
My dog B&Q.
That guy.
Ugly Pete.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, and again, ladies, if you were single, he's looking good. Check him out. We will give you his number.
But make it obvious.
Yeah, we'll give you his
Painfully
number.
obvious.
You can text him and be like, I'm down to fuck. It might happen. It's a 50-50
Might
shot.
understand what you're laying down, yeah.
Or just go out for a date.
I respect them so much I stay completely away from them. The real life 40-year-old virgin off screen.
Oh my god, it's accurate. Later.